A very simple trivia quiz. There are 2 inspirations up for grabs, with 2 simple questions. First question. What was the first, most important rule that Simon taught the group?
Oh, that's not fair.
To be fair, that isn't fair, actually.
See, they don't have an advantage even though they were fucking there.
I mean, I already have an inspiration. I think I know what
I'm
it
pretty
is.
sure it was to, like, communicate or some bullshit.
Correct. Communication, said in the worst way possible there, yes.
Yeah.
And now a simpler one. Again, unfair. What is the name of the ship you fucking lost?
No clue.
I know this one.
Wasn't that no?
I don't know the old name.
The Sea Ghost is the one they still have.
That is Simon's ship, yes, that is perfectly fine.
This one was Chicago's ship, so it's much more important to me.
Do you remember?
I remember both of his names.
Okay,
But he's already got an inspiration.
It's,
Yeah.
so did I, apparently. I don't know where the fuck I got that from, but...
Can I give everybody a hint? I got a good hint.
I will give the hint.
Damn.
Its original name was the Black Beast.
I was gonna say bees.
Think about the figurehead, if you can remember what that was.
I remember that too. I'm so
Of course
good at
you
this
do.
game.
Pio should remember it as well.
Wasn't that the one with Vezra carrying Chicago?
Yes. And the ship was named because of that figurehead that Simon made.
Didn't it have to do with the? I vaguely remember hearing about this, but
You gotta wonder if I remember any of the ships.
Not a one.
It's been a little while. I know that's
That
not.
it has.
Alright, time out for the 2 who were able to compete. The answer was the Blessed Breeze.
Bees.
Because Wind Boy and Cleric. So, session begins. Last time, the party made it back to their camp, amidst a whole pile of shipwrecks that they could not possibly name right now because they don't take notes. There was many a problem on getting back. That problem is possibly still worshipping Procan in the little stone alcove. He's still going to be a problem. You also have the rest of what is assembling to be a crew. You've still got LeFanfish and his abattoir, where he's making whatever he can for you guys. Truth has come back through a night a couple of times, with bundles of food and various murdered game. A lot of fish as well. She's very good at this hunting thing. You know that you're setting out again, to the east of the island, or west in this case, actually. Because there was ruins here. Are you guys on this page? You are on this page, okay. Because there were ruins here, and then some sort of stone formation here. But you ran away because last time you saw a smoking figure among a pack of Kuatoa near the place where you dealt with the fire newts. I'm saying all this knowing perfectly well there isn't a fucking neuron sparking of recognition.
I remember the smokestack on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I remember that bit.
I remember the fire notes.
We murdered those fuckers really good.
There's a camp to the south also, isn't there?
It's way over here. Like, these are where you've seen a bunch of smokestacks around here. Or smoke pillars. And a couple of these were causing explosions and moving erratically.
The smoke was moving erratically, or the source of the smoke?
Because all you're really seeing is smoke pillars. You can't see where they're emanating from because of thick treeland.
big tree.
But because you have the perfect freedom to do whatever you want in D&D, you're going west. Because you decided on that last time.
Did we fuck up the acronym for the compass? Never eat soggy.
I do.
Never eat soggy waffles. Never eat shredded wheat.
Yeah,
the
never eat shredded
news.
wheat. I do just because it's just it sounds better. Never eat shredded wheat. It'll rhyme. You know, onomatopoeia.
Soggy waffles does sound pretty gross.
That's why they tell you never to eat them.
Would you say no to soggy waffles? I don't think you would.
Me? Yeah.
I would.
Where on the
Hey.
map is this cove that we're in right now?
Where the gigantic crab is.
Okay.
That square is your current location. In the alcove, with the various wrecked ships, and the giant penis mast.
Wait, which square is us?
The one with the crab on it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
The
See,
crab
little-
is us.
Yeah, the
We
little
are
black
crab.
square. Yes, if anyone listens to this recording, they both asked where are we when there's a giant crab symbol on the map, which is them.
What does a crab look like?
Not like that actually, because that's a boss from a video game,
Yes.
which is crab-like in intent but not an accurate design.
Well, this is Dean.
Mm-hmm. You also, of course, have your most important party members with you: Selena Wittermerk and the King.
Oh yeah, I need to. write
Oh,
down-
yeah, the
They're
crazy.
cool ass. Yeah, they're a cool stick.
Was that not the person you thought of when we mentioned that we did in fact find people?
Um,
Per our earlier
what was the
conversation.
last thing we did or that said to them? What are they doing?
Well,
I don't
it's
want to know what they're doing.
it's morning now. Everyone is having a nice meal, despite the impressive heat that is always there, even against a little bit of the cooling breeze here that's managing to slip in through the defile. Still cooking the food, of course, because parasites and shit. There's a fair few bits of cooked fish, various warmed fruits, because you don't have to cook those, they are always hot. Always.
Is so crazy?
Okay, so you look across at them to see them sharing the table with you. In this case, it's a few
Sure.
bits of driftwood have been pulled in and dried, made use of. So you're getting the formation of a couple of benches and picnic area, really. She is stoic, unmoving, apart from her jaw. The king is pulling apart bits of fish meat and grinding it against her face until her mouth opens and takes it in. At times he has to pull it away, spit on it, and then push it against, and then she opens up.
Very romantic.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
this
She-
is why I said I
So-
didn't want to know. Why did you ask?
Because I literally do not remember what's going on with them.
That.
With your expert ranger eyes, you can see that her eyes are very bloodshot. There are tears, but she's not blinking.
Jesus.
Maybe we should just put her out of her misery.
Are they paying attention to us at all?
Does what, sorry?
Are they paying attention to us?
He's very busy with her. And also at times he's grinding some under his foot before he eats it, sniffing at it, flipping it upside, then downside, gnawing on
The
fruit.
bloodshot. Does it look like she hasn't slept or some other reason?
It's really hard to tell. Roll me medicine. Maybe an impacted bowel? I mean, it's honestly, you've got no idea. probably maybe didn't sleep. She doesn't look like a sleeper. But then she also doesn't look like someone who eats, drinks, or does anything, really. But you've seen her move around fine.
I'm going to point this out to Rini just because she has a good chance of seeing the same stuff that I see.
They both have special eyes, cat eyes.
Alright, should I take a roll or just...
If you want to, do you want to try and work out just from a glance?
You know what? Let's do it for comedy.
Alright, medicine.
Let's see. There we are. Medicine. Comedy.
Oh boy.
She might have worms.
Gross.
You had a cousin who had those once. He just never wanted to eat his medication. He had to ball it up into ham.
How do you spell her name?
Rainy.
Oh no, the lady who is having issues.
There we go.
Rainy.
Issues.
I mean, she's having issues, just different issues. She's having issues because of the issues being had by that woman.
The one who's stuck being married to the king right now.
Yeah, I
How
just
do you spell her
posted
name?
Selena
Selena,
Wittermark.
thank you. I give a shrug. I'm not sure what's up with her.
You turn to look away just as the king presses his torso against her face in a very weird head hug. But you just see his hands running, his big, gross webbed hands just running through her stringy hair. Completely at random. Sometimes he bites a strand.
I am very uncomfortable with the energy that we've created in the studio today.
Yeah, I don't really want to deal with that right now.
On the topic of things you don't want to deal with right now, one of the sailors is carting Whipperting's rations into the alcove, which he has not come out of.
That's fine.
Oh, he went to pray, right?
He went
I sure
last
hope-
night and continued to do so.
Do we know that he's still in there, or has he snuck out in the middle of the night?
Oh, I'm not dead, so I think he's still in there.
Yeah, while Vernon, definitely one of them is hanging like an inch and a half lower and is still like that bruised bluish black. They're still attached, so Whipperting must not have returned.
Who brought him into the shrine area again?
I don't know that anyone. What do you mean by brought in?
Guided him there, or told him it was there.
I'll say it was a partial
Or you
team
find it.
effort. Because we know some
Yeah.
parts of a team were not part of this.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with this at all.
yeah,
actually.
some parts of a team were instigators, not cooperators.
Shit. Would Vernon have stormed the capital with all those assholes? I think he would have.
Oh, he's the one in the fucking ram head.
Oh no! I'm playing a terrible character.
Again, yes. Don't forget your bad touch cleric as well. And just Gunther.
Not any specific part about Gunther, just the whole thing. Just
And then there was
All of
Chicago, the guy who got us into a ship fight because he said, you guys are shitty pirates, your fucking lives, bye! Without
At
taking
least
into
the other guys had
account
some
that you
redeeming
can't
qualities.
wheel spin a ship to do a quick fucking turbo takeoff. You have to wait until the wind picks up. I like to imagine that's what happened. Like, he said that there had been ran to a wheel and just gripped it tight and hunched his shoulders right for the acceleration. And then just...
I'll do better next time.
Stop making shitlords. But anyway. So yes, Whipperting has not re-emerged yet. There was the feeling that you may require him on your journey because It seems like there's a dwarven element to the ruins you spotted on the way to the stone circle. Whoever you want to. I mean, you might want to get the king to translate instead.
Ooh, rock and a hard place, huh?
Not really, no.
Uh,
Were we concerned about her and her relationship?
Could just kill them both right now.
No, we are not murderers.
well, all of that.
There is
Not all of us are murderers.
There we go.
There is not much
Semantics.
point killing that one. No meat, no danger. It's more like, rat running around. Yes. As Lefanfish just eats his food raw. Whole fish head in the mouth, chomped away.
While I agree with all of those points, Lefanfish, that is also an extra mouth to feed.
Oh, that's cold.
I'm not saying kill him. I'm saying we should more or less monitor how helpful he becomes.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you guys this was the party that had the slogan, while they're still useful. Or until they're no longer of use. Which was not
I'm
just the
just-
fucking psychopaths of Azur and Vernon, that was also Rainey,
I'm just saying. Anyways,
Pragmatic!
who were all thinking
the
of killing
guy-
off your free, buff, naked sailor dudes.
the guy that went to go give, or started to go get the food to Whooperting, did he fully make it over there or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like it's well past that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Back?
I'm gonna wait until he gets back. Yeah.
You're gonna
Whooperting
wait,
wouldn't kill
you're
that
gonna
many
wait for
guy, I'm
Whooperting
sure.
to emerge?
Well, either for Whooperting to emerge or that guy to come back.
Oh yeah, that guy comes
Whichever
back.
comes first.
He's
Okay,
been the
once he
friendly
comes back-
sailor with the dolphin tattoo.
I want to go over to him. How was our?
Oh, careful how you lean in, mate. You almost got me eye.
How was our dwarf friend?
Well, he's eaten.
Good.
Speaking mostly dwarvish.
Still seem irritable.
What's the right sort of way to put this? He's been adding drawings to the inside of the shrine.
Okay.
He doesn't have any tools, so he's been using his own fingernails, even when they popped off.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
I gave him a sharp
Oh,
stone and
boy.
he just ignored that for a bit. But I think he's using it now, so maybe he's calming down.
What was he drawing?
I didn't look at it too closely.
You didn't think that was important?
I didn't want to offend him for very obvious reasons. Plus,
Sure.
you don't want to interrupt a bloke in case he's, he might have been doing a little tribute to Procan. You don't want to piss off Procan.
Right.
Do you guys want me to go check out what he's doing?
If you're volunteering.
I'll go.
I wouldn't want a lady to go unescorted. So he looks around quickly to see if one of his boys is on hand. Not him. You. He points at the bigger, fatter one. You alright? I can pick him up. It's fine. He goes behind you, though.
Shelly just kind of shrugs and starts off to go see what he's doing.
It's an unpleasant little cave for you. You're used to a nice, free-forming, properly eroded kinds by water. This one a little too artificial, a little too dry. But you see him there, scraping at the walls. He is using the stone, but that's because one hand is very bloody. He's just digging into it. You pick up a few little bits and pieces of what he's muttering. Mainly a lot of dwarvish syllables, and the name Vernon, and tiefling cunt.
Damn it.
Hey,
Oh
buddy.
dear. That's not what I wanted to hear. Well then. Okay. That tells me about all I needed to know, and I turn right around and I go back to the group.
So you don't even look at what he's engraving?
Oh no, that's what I meant. Is I wanted to see
Okay.
what he was doing.
Okay. It's not... He's not digging in any pictures. It looks like a paragraph of text.
Jeez. Too bad
Hmm.
he's the only person who can fucking read it.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's murder.
I just kind of pause, and eventually I go, Hey, Wooperting, how are you doing this morning?
I am focusing. What needs to be focused on?
I noticed it seems like you've been doing a lot of work. What is it that you're doing?
Well, it's not really what my family did. They usually made weird shit, but my blood tells me when you have been defiled, deformed, murdered, nearly, you write it down. And so you, and all that share your blood, will not rest until it is absolved, until the situation is solved. For those who know Warhammer, he's carving a grudge. For those who don't know Warhammer, a grudge is what a dwarf will hold on to for their entire bloodline. Entire clans will continue this grudge until it has been dealt with.
I take it. Oh yeah. I can't blame you, particularly for the Mudman.
And the blue bastard. Both of them. They're both here. So,
Can I make one little request?
as he turns to look at you, you can now see the ragged, scabbed up remains of what was an ear.
Ooh.
Not to mention, of course, the still fucking present dent in his head from the anchor blow. And of course, all over his face and body are just big swollen bruises and lumps and marks. Yes?
Can we at least wait to do that until after we manage to get out of here? As much as I'm perfectly fine with something happening to the Mudman, I very much want to get home at some point in time.
He looks back at his grudge and begins to scrape in a few more symbols.
Oh boy.
I will help you. But if I see the opportunity, I will sail for you. I will get us back to Saltmarsh on a boat. But if he is bleeding on the ground, I will stand on his throat. If the other is being eaten by a creature, I won't even piss on him to make him taste worse.
I can't object. All I care about is that specifically, I just really don't think it would help if we're actively fighting each other.
Also, to spare my...
Likewise, I'm sorry.
Also, I'm sure you guys don't remember, but I'm changing Wibberting's voice just so I don't scream myself hoarse again.
That's understandable.
Is that what happened?
Is what happened?
The voice?
Oh
and
yeah,
your sore throat?
I have wrecked my voice doing whipperting. Like, even though I was chatting a little bit, I was doing mutes and a lot of hydration. I've also found today that I might have a throat infection of some sort.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So that'll be fun to call about. It's alright, it just means it's really, really easy at times to throw up, because it feels like there's something in the back of a throat. Yes. Back to the scene.
Oh yeah. Shelly was mentioning, yeah. If we can try not to do actual direct combat until we leave, I think that's going to up our chances of getting out of here. However, I'll also note, if any of them raise arms against you, I'll also step in to try to stop that.
He looks at you for a moment. Puts his big meaty hand, the back of it up against the wall, drags the ragged stone down his palm until he breaks the skin. I took the word of that previous blue bastard. I want a proper oath for that.
How does one do the proper oath?
Oh, he offers you the stone.
Oh, okay. So to clarify, if they attack you out of nowhere, then I will help you. But I'll also specify, if you attack them out of nowhere, I will help them.
You keep them away from me.
I'll do my best. That I can't promise because they are their own people, but I can try on that.
Yep, now he waits for you. Do you score your palm and mingle your blood with a dwarf?
Yep.
Alright, roll a con save.
Okay. Press the button.
Stings. It's gonna be a bit of a smart. Anyway, the pact is sealed. He emerges with you. He looks like shit in the light. He was never a pretty dwarf. He's an ugly fucker now. But now he's out in the daylight. Could be useful.
Alright, I go back to the group. And I point at our two problem children. Don't badger him.
I put my hands up. How bad is it?
For the moment, he's not going to be doing anything to either of you two. Afterwards, good luck.
Huh.
I'll also point out that if he attacks you all, I will stop him. If you attack him, I will stop you. Don't make me do that.
Okay.
You'll get no qualms from me.
Azura and Vernon immediately wonder, how can we get this soggy elf out of the way quietly?
Actually, no. If I could, I would like to take the opportunity to take Azura aside so we can talk about this for a
Because
second.
it's
No.
not like she's
No,
part
no.
of the Saltmarsh group or anything, you know? It's an outsider.
So, I assume then I'm good to go see if I can't resolve this.
That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
We have to get along if we're gonna
No,
get by.
we just have to not kill each other. That's it.
Yeah, pretty
yes,
much.
that is a helpful, good first step. But
He does not want to deal with the two people in particular. Everyone else he will talk with.
Right. I can deal with that while we're on the island for sure.
right,
But the moment we're off the island, I'm gonna.
I don't.
You can deal with that when we're off the island.
Exactly. That was my point to him, and that's what he agreed with.
Myself included.
Yes, everybody, he will not be attacking anybody. unless you attack first. Now, that being said, if you fall over half dead, he'll probably assist the process, but he won't attack you.
That is attacking, I would like to point out. But on top of that, from my perspective, this was a... Yes, I lied to the man, but from where I come from, that is a brush off the shoulder, be pissed while you're pissed, and then it goes away.
But he
I
is
did
a
not
dwarf.
understand it. I didn't understand it was going to be such a big deal. So, if me talking to
It's a
him...
fucking yellow streak a mile long on him.
It is a very bad idea, I assure you. He is equally as mad at you as the Mudman.
Right,
What?
you see how that doesn't make sense to me.
It is
And
on.
how I
It-
want to bury the hatchet so that I'm not in the
He's
wrong, I guess.
He's taken an oath.
I know you hate to
All
admit it,
right.
but we are in this together now.
It doesn't matter.
That's exactly
I
what I'm
understand.
saying. I know that we're in this together now. That's why I'm wanting to come to some sort of agreement.
What I can tell you right now is, yes, do I agree that he's overreacting to you? Yes. But that doesn't change the fact that he wants you completely dead.
That
I'm
seems
letting
like
you know.
that seems like a bit of an escalation, not a equal terms sort of thing.
I believe he was already worked up from Vernon, and you've gotten the overspill.
Why is Olber smiting?
Whooper smite.
All right, so I can't. What I'm hearing is there is absolutely nothing I can do to smooth this over, even in the slightest.
Correct.
That
Shit.
is such bullshit, but whatever.
That's doors, baby.
Ginny, Rainey, there's a tap on the back of your hands with a big scaled finger from the fanfish.
Mhm.
Mhm.
The sailors taught me something is meant to look attractive. So watch, and you see him slowly close his left eye and then open it again. Did I do it right?
Are you trying to wink?
Wink, yes, that is it. It is signal to mate you want. To mate. Yes?
Sometimes yes, and you winked quite well.
He does it again. But you watch as on the right eye, the second eyelid closes as well, leaving it just looking milky. Is tricky. I'm getting used to just small sit.
I think she'd notice.
That is good,
But it's a
yes.
good start.
Thank you, yes.
I'll pat him on the shoulder and be like, "It's a good start. Just keep at it."
Thank you, yes, thank you. Also, what is thing to work on? Hang on, as he gets up from the picnic area and then just starts to move into his now slightly decaying and mushy corpse pile. But he's been working on his raw materials. There's also a few clunks of wood. And then a nice short bow. Sort of. You know, it's a bit of a kludge. Also have this. It looks like the worst piece he could have dragged from the corpse pile, but it's been fashioned into an upper body protector. You imagine it protects more by the squishiness than by the solid aspect to it.
I already have a longbow. I don't need the short bow.
You told me to make short bow.
I'll take the short bow.
He's still looking at Ginny whenever he's handing the bow to Rainey. It's like you came in here, you invalidate my work.
Oh no, it's a fine bow.
No, he doesn't say anything like that there. It's just a sort of tone for anyone looking in on the scene. Also armor. Sure. I do lots of work.
Am I wearing armor right now?
You are. I think.
I kind of raise my hand for armor.
It took many layers of marrow to get any protection for VAR, useless stupid idiot refs, but you are here, arms, he helps you fit it on, and this definitely came from a living creature, several in fact. But you know, you're a sea elf, it's not that much of an issue.
Yeah, it's just mildly unpleasant, but
Yep.
she needs some armor.
There is just the one slight issue. It's just a little too short to cover the bust. It's very much...
She doesn't care.
Yeah, but it's very much a collarbone sort of protection and shoulders. But yeah, it's leather armor.
Okay, bog standard leather.
I mean, everybody has seen everybody naked at this point, so, like, care.
It's like just wearing football pads and nothing else.
Yeah, but it's just being reminded of the annoyance of it. Like, really? It's like, sure, you guys are running around in skirts, which cover you and all, but it's just... There's not one pair of trousers on this fucking island.
Odd.
Well, she lacks shame in that regard, because apparently they don't like to wear a lot of clothing anyways, so...
Makes sense for swimming all the time.
Yep.
And plus, this is made from the corpses of your most bitterest enemy.
Yeah, but it's not pretty.
She's not Rain.
I knew you'd like that.
I mean, if you want pretty, you could ask for Rainy's dress.
She's good.
So he's all ready to set off then.
Back to the west.
Is Wooperting coming with us, or...
I don't think we need to bring him with us.
Okay.
He's probably still seeing double after that concussion.
Well, didn't we need him to translate something?
Not
Not
yet, but most of the stuff that we've come across is in Dwarven, so, or at least that's the impression that we're getting, that we're going to find a lot of Dwarven stuff.
Then
So,
shouldn't we bring him with us?
Well, if we find anything, it wouldn't take too long for us to get there and back after we clear out the enemies. I just do worry about him getting murdered by something.
Well, is Wooperting going to be fighting with us or no? That's kind of the important bit, isn't it?
I do think it might be best if we don't let him fight along with you, just because it lowers the chance of things giving him
he
opportunities.
might get the bloodlust.
He also looks like a man who's been clubbed nearly to death by a barbarian.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 concussions happened at some point.
We can try and copy the Dwarven script down.
No. He
On
should,
what?
He should.
I don't know.
In mud.
Selectively
Okay.
shave Jenny's back?
If we like,
Write it in mud on
Yeah,
Vernon's
like
back.
yeah, like that. Yeah, like it could actually work. We have all that extra space from the tail.
I'm gonna turn to Shelly. You said that he's we have a pseudo truce going on.
Yes, pseudo is definitely the correct word there.
Right. I'm going to pull out the bit of cured leather that we basically ripped off of one of the sets of armor. If this gets me killed,
I'll remember you.
Why don't you have somebody else hand that over?
no, this isn't armor. This is like a little square. This is for spellcasting.
Yeah, it's a little fragment. You can see the missing piece on Ginny's armor. It's a tiny little chunk.
I'm going to. How far away is Whoopertang at this point?
A little bit away, but if you draw closer to him, he just grits his teeth. Don't you fucking touch me.
I'm gonna hold out my hand, like in a. I'm not in a serious sort of fashion. I'm want to offer, if you're going to come with us, I'm gonna offer a spell to help protect you.
I don't want anything from you.
I understand.
So,
I'm
back the
Just-
fuck up. No words.
I-
No, not. Fuck you.
I'll tuck it back into, I assume, the waistband where I've been keeping it. Put my hand back up and turn and slowly walk back. I tried.
Good job.
Isn't it a shame? I mean,
Glad
I
you
had
tried.
all these other sailors of various races. You could have hired them.
Yeah.
There was the
So-
elf, Gol Asan of the Loam-Coated Mud. He's here somewhere.
So in that case, he won't have any protection. Well, in this case, he chose not to have any protection. So he'd be himself as he's coming into battle. Coming into dangerous situations, not necessarily battle. per se.
He will be fine. He thinks he's sneaky.
Is he sneaky?
You saw him pretty clearly. So did Rainey.
I didn't see shit.
You know personally that you saw him. You just didn't admit it.
He can be very sneaky.
I didn't see anything until it happened.
So, the party set off with Whipperting in tow.
Oh boy.
There is, ahead of you guys, in some distance, hidden by the rise and fall of the beach and the rocky outcroppings, a static pillar of smoke.
I will, as we're beginning to leave, to Shelley, if you can convince him that it's a good idea, I would feel better if he wasn't, if he was more protected, but I'm not going to push it either. Apparently,
I recommend waiting.
Right. I'm not going to bring it up again. That's all. If you want to, I'm saying that I'm still willing to do
More of
so.
a DM will just say to speed this bit up, Whipperting will not take part in combats because he's completely unarmed and a sailor. He's not actually a fighting man.
Right. I'm offering as protection, considering though he may not be actively participating in combat, should an arrow from an enemy hit him, he might still very much die. We're bringing a commoner into dangerous situations. I don't want him to die.
There is someone armed, though. The king does have his rusty blade.
Are we bringing him?
It's a question.
What are the odds we'd be able to bring the king and not the
You
creepy
know it's
brain
zero.
Yeah, in that case, I'm real uncomfortable with that idea.
Is he still worshipping Burble Splurt regularly?
You gotta say it right or it doesn't count. Yes.
Burble Splurt.
He hasn't
Burble
done his morning ritual for it just yet, but he's getting ramped up. You know, he's just making sure he's fed and watered.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little
before we
weird because he
leave,
has to
I'm gonna make sure
regurgitate
to
a few
help-
times and then pull it back in.
Oh yeah, I might help him with that before we leave.
Fuck.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I'm fine with not having him along. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but
I'm just gonna ask Cliffanfish, just watch those two, and if it gets weirder than this, just let us know.
if it gets weirder than this, do what must be done.
Just end it.
You have the authority to kill.
clean it up so we don't have to.
No, I'll ask him to just let us know if it gets weirder.
Right. You get the feeling he has no idea what you mean by weirder. They are batshit. They are crazy.
Looks like she
They have
just,
head made of rot.
if it looks like she just needs to be away from him, let us know.
I was told you do not plow another man's field.
He's not a man.
You don't, but that's not what I meant.
Ah,
I don't think he's.
I do not know what you mean.
He means keep an eye on them, and if something looks dangerous, let us know.
All right.
As we head west, I'm just gonna be like, wow, this is weird. Just to myself, just what the f
Yeah.
is going on?
As you
Yeah.
So you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, the king and Selena is right behind you.
Oh fuck no. No.
Hey,
We
where
have
are you
to help
guys
her at some
going?
point.
She started blinking again, which is nice. But now she's
Oh,
just
that-
kind of like her feet are planted firmly in the sand, but she's teetering left and right, and a further degree than you think her ankles should really go, while still not moving her legs.
Oh, we need to help her. At
There
some
is a
point.
quiet little sing-song just at the back of her throat, barely out between her lips.
Oh, she's losing it.
But the
Yeah,
king
yeah.
also points at Blurblespurt. He's not going to let you take away his god.
Oh yeah, I was gonna leave it with him because he was praying with it this morning.
Oh, you're going to leave it. Okay. I assumed you were taking it
Yeah.
with you. That's why we were following.
No, I'm taking the anchor.
Okay. In which case, we do not follow you.
Oh thank God.
We still need to help her. She's gonna kill everybody in the camp.
No,
You know-
no, she's not going to do anything.
Yeah. You know how there are some times when a ship is taking on water, you can still, try to quick patch some stuff and save it. I think that ship's taken on too much water. I think you just gotta let that one go.
It's currently sinking.
I think it's already sank.
Wait.
Halfway
Please do
down.
something. I feel like I have to make up for the fact what I did to Wooperting. I have to help somebody here.
Why don't you make up what you did to Wupperting?
Because I'm
making
gonna
up what
have
you
to
did
kill
to
him at some
Wupperting.
point. There's no way around that.
No. If you,
It's for your best interest if I kill him too.
no, it kind of isn't.
I just want to help somebody.
Help him by I don't know,
You don't somebody by killing
keeping
somebody.
him
That's separate.
safe
That's another thing.
or something. That's my goal. Keep him safe. Maybe if he's in danger in this whole bullshit that we're putting him through, if you save his life, maybe he won't fucking try to kill you.
Just going to point out, as a silver lining here in the situation, there is a store in Raxus which, if you pickle the king in a very large jar, will offer you a fine offer for it.
Talking thousands?
Copper, yes. Gold, not
Hell
so
yeah.
much.
We don't need it.
But yes.
So, maybe try to, protect Wupperting, and that can help.
Okay, we'll try your way because we're stuck with him anyway. But once we leave the island, you gotta help me.
No, I don't have to do anything.
I hope the party fucking turn on him when he says I don't have to do anything. in the current
Not
situation
like
they're
that.
in.
You know what I meant. I don't have to do anything that involves what he's talking about. Not this whole thing. Yes, I have to do stuff here, and I'm trying to do stuff here, and I don't have to do that.
I mean, I just let you get murdered, I guess.
You just...
Let's just go.
Look, if
As
you
you're
just
conversing,
save his
give me a perception check. Whoever's not getting deep into this, whoever's got their wits about them.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Oops, sorry.
You guys managed to just catch a glimpse of Truth as she's darting away from the camp. Spear and bow and back.
Does it look like she's like hunting again?
Yeah, she's quick and quiet. So are you about to interject with Pio? Sorry.
no, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. Say. Express your
There should be
character.
less talk between, trying to kill him, and more of just, if it comes to the chance to save his life, do so.
Exactly. Yes.
See, that was a very important thing that needed to be said because one of these people in the conversation is real fucking stupid. There's a number of people at the camp and the group in general where you need to do the big pictures version with the small words.
Picture.
Don't draw it in mud though, it'll distract them.
No, it'll keep them focused.
Mm-hmm. The next
If you
few
draw
days...
it with mud on something else.
Yeah. And so a party begin their trek. It's a couple of days to get back to where you roughly guess the smoke pillar is. Along the way, no real big issues, although give me a perception check on day 2.
All of us.
Whoever wants to be a notified lookout. Instead of
I
all of
am
you.
blind as a bat.
Never mind all of you as a group, just to see if one can get it out the door.
Shit, we're moving up.
Hey!
Hey!
You have a -1?
Yes. That's why I didn't see Whooperting until he was already balls deep into Vernon.
He made those balls deeper. They're both mostly concave now.
Just like his head.
As you look out to the ocean, you think, wow, it's a big fucking ocean. But then you notice there's something you can just glimpse through the foamy crest of the waves. There's an oblong sort of shape, a bit chubby looking, moving. It's a single fire newt, swimming comfortably in the ocean.
Would that one get away?
Am I the only one that sees this?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm just gonna grab onto just the closest person's arm and start tugging.
You gotta be careful where you grab, considering the situation of wardrobe.
Okay, I'll look,
Roll me
grab
dex.
an arm, and then I'm fucking hell.
Could have just said something.
Oh no, this is important.
Oh!
Of all the people you could have grabbed, it's Vernon. That's what your
Okay.
failure is. You grabbed Vernon, not anyone useful.
His arms are so strong.
Grab Vernon's arm, start tugging and pointing like, realize it's Vernon.
What are you, 12? What do you want?
Rainy, Jingle, guys,
What?
What?
gonna point out to the ocean. Is that normal? Are they allowed to do that?
Look at that one get away, that fucker. Let's go kill him.
As you point out, he's now gone from the big sweepy, both stubby limb sweeps to doggy paddle.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fire newt swimming.
Since when can they swim?
I don't.
This place is weird. Let's just chalk it up to that.
Yeah, I didn't think they could swim. But is the water hot enough?
Oh, you mean you guys know it's very fucking warm. At all times. Even in the water.
Yes.
Shelly and Azur had to go quite deep to get to a comfortable temperature. Silence as slow
Does it
gears
look
tick
like-
on what to do.
Does it look like he saw he? Does it look like it saw us at all, or
Busy swimming.
Is it swimming? Which direction? Like the way we came from, or the way we're going?
The way you came from.
Ah, okay.
So you guys are going one way, he's going the other.
And the way we're going is where the other fire newts were, right?
Well,
Yes,
the
so he's
corpses
going
of them,
toward-
yes.
He's swimming towards our camp,
We
essentially.
should go kill him.
does it look like he's swimming with purpose, or he's just frolicking?
It's not, doesn't look joyful. Just looks like swimming.
We have some new ranged weapons we could test out, right?
Why don't we leave him alone?
Because it's burning.
I would normally agree. The only problem I see with this is he is heading towards camp.
And we did murder a bunch of his friends, so he might not be happy with it.
I'm mostly saying that since he's on the water, he would likely find it.
True.
We follow him.
Yeah, why don't we just follow him and see what he's doing? Because this is weird.
2 days forward,
I'm-
2 days back.
We're gonna kill him at the end anyway. We should kill him now.
if it's just him, like I'm okay with just him. But if he finds the camp and tells others, then there's a problem.
Right.
So
Well, I mean, no, I don't. I agree there's a merit to following him because we could potentially find out more information. Where he's going, if he's meeting up with others, all that sort of thing. But seeing as they were dangerous individuals, I did figure we might want to maybe not let him find camp.
is that a nice way of saying we should murder him?
No.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Kind of. I don't know what to do. That's why I'm trying to.
I mean, do we know how to talk to him? We could try to capture him.
We can murder him if we have to, but let's find out if
We
we
gotta
have
decide
to.
before he
There
gets
we go.
away.
But let's find
So-
out if he has use.
Yeah.
Why don't we just have
the motto
people
of this
swim out
party.
and have a chat with them?
Well, okay. Well, let's not tell him about we killed all his friends. It'd probably be luck.
Yeah, but if he attacks us, then obviously he's a problem when we get rid of him. If not, then we can let him go.
Azure's gonna slowly put his
How
finger
far
on
away
his
is-
nose.
What? You're the water guy. What?
Right, but I don't want to do this.
You're coming with me.
How far away is the newt?
Let's just say he's a nice simple 30 feet out from shore.
Okay, I will stand a little back, but just still keeping an eye on him, and I will just pull out an arrow just in case.
Nah, now we're not threatening him at all.
Just turn to Shalay. Alright. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna knock it or anything. I'm just gonna have one ready in hand.
There we go. Both of us can go out together, and then we'll find out.
Ginny, you find the feathers of the fletching quite distracting. But anyway,
Sure.
so you two start to get into the water and paddle out a bit. Are you doing this sneakily or brazenly?
Mm, I look at him for guidance there.
I would
know what, why don't-
assume we should make ourselves known so that we're not like gonna sneak up on him, scare him, and then him stab us, right?
I kind of agree. Yeah, maybe it'd be better if he knows about us. That'll tell us a bit more about what he's thinking.
Yeah. So won't hide any of the steps. You know how when you first get into the water, like the huge, loud noises you gotta make just to walk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try.
You
that.
miss his initial reaction because of the foam of the waves, but once you break surface and see, he is turning away from you guys to swim back west. You can also now see as he turns around the water, there is still an arrow sticking out of him.
Oh.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
he
what are
was
our options?
most certainly looking for us then.
He's not moving with the same speed that you two would underwater. Or at least Shelly. I don't know if you have a swim speed, Azur.
I think I do. Let me check.
But at least... Yeah, I think you get one because of your sorcerer class. But yeah, he is moving ponderously in the water, although still with some tube-like grace.
Yeah, I have a swim speed.
So I think he's gonna forgive us. You know?
I think you've established yourself as one of the rational ones. What is your thoughts?
I
You speak
I
underwater?
think he's.
We can break to the surface.
And to be fair, Shelly can speak underwater. He can't.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if he's worth the bother. I think we killed his friends.
Mm-hmm.
We
Less a
could finish
killing,
him
more of a
off.
proper massacre.
Yeah, I don't really think there's much of a point to hunt him down.
I'm gonna tap Ginny on the shoulder and he's, hey, 5 points if you hit him in the head.
I mean, you should at least get Rainey involved as well. She's just as good with a bow.
True. I wonder which ranger's better.
Wait, are we attacking him?
That is an option.
Vernon is suggesting it, because of course he does.
I think I would see the arrow sticking out of his back
Oh, no,
from
you
where
can't.
I am, so
Nah, you can't see it from where you are.
you can see that he changed direction.
Give me a perception check. 'Cause you're more focused on the blue butts. Yeah, you can see that there's a direction change.
Okay. I'm waiting for Asher and Shelly's reaction to see if they're like following in a hurry or whatever.
Is he still going parallel to shore, or is he trying to get farther away from them?
Sort of parallel to shore. He's not going too far out.
In which case, I'll just have bits of cold going off of the fingertips, since you've made it clear that I cannot speak underwater. Basically charging up a ray of frost and look to
Ooh,
Shelly. Thumbs up, thumbs
You
down.
can ice right in the water.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a cool idea actually.
Draw it like a sparkler.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Letters at a time, yeah. Unfortunately, in the
Yeah,
time it
sure.
takes you to write one word, he's gotten like half a mile away.
Right.
I
It takes
would've
time
been
to
able-
spell.
I would have been able to figure out what he's meaning, and I'd give him the thumbs up probably.
Or the
Like,
other option, much simpler, is to break surface and talk.
Well, he's already got the stuff going. Yeah. Nah.
I'm just pointing out, like, you're
Just
coming
thumbs
up with all these alternatives when you could have just gone on the surface and poked your heads out to talk. So
But
come
this
on,
is more
decision,
fun.
quick.
But she gives the thumbs up.
Alright, I'll turn in fire.
God.
Well, roll your attack.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
But he is slowed by 10 feet.
Yeah, you now see him move slower
Would
through
I
water,
have-
although his paddling tries to quicken.
I have seen the ray of frost cast at him.
Not at that damage, no.
Oh, come on.
There's like there's maybe a twinkle line in the water that's very
Oh,
small.
you're an
It's
ice
literally like his pinky finger of width.
I'll break the surface and just start pointing at him. Do a thumbs up to Ginny Al, since he got the bow out before we went in the water. Just start pointing at him.
I'll shoot at him.
Okay.
I mean, pretty sure it's a disadvantage as well, because he is under the water.
So let's see. I'll just roll it again, or do you want to roll it?
Yeah, roll
with
again, and
disadvantage?
there's probably some extra factors of cover and whatnot. Like, this is a tough shot. 16 with all that factored in, that's a miss. As an arrow just sails through the water nearby him.
All right. Well, seeing that happen, I'm just gonna like look at everybody else. I guess we're killing him, and I'm gonna start running back to the water.
Yay!
Does everyone join in on this?
It's like a pool party. Hell yeah!
I stay back to make sure Wolpelting is okay.
I think I'm probably gonna just stay in this area and keep firing until he's out of the 60 feet.
Whooperting this whole time has stayed a distance from the group, but just walked in determined silence, very grim the whole time. He's very tense. But he's not, like, rasping his breath out or anything. Meanwhile, the rest of the party butcher a fire newt. There's no point rolling. He was unarmed. You just kill him. So what are you up to, Rainey, with Whooperting?
Just making sure he's okay.
He's,
Constant. Are you okay, buddy? Like every hour.
it's just that thing of, you were walking in a direction, he is now just looking and staying in that direction. He is not deviating at all.
Could try to have a little bit of fun.
Oh boy.
You don't get to be the one who says that. And the rest of the party emerge, having killed a fire newt. And the journey continues. And then there's just no option, really. Unless you guys want to spend the night doing something and chatting. We'll get to the next step in the adventure. Very simple.
That scares me.
I can't really think of what to talk about.
Maybe have a heart-to-heart with
I
Shelley,
feel
the
like-
only other person who doesn't want Whooperting to be murdered.
I
'Cause-
feel like the only thing we would do at night is keeping watch on
Yeah.
Whooperting.
I don't want Whooperting to be murdered. Would it be easier for me? Apparently, since words will not work anymore. But
I'm more worried
Don't
Wolpelting
want
will
it.
murder everyone else.
that's a fair fear.
Yeah, I'm
That's
worried
rational.
about both of them.
Because, like, let's not forget, he was winning.
Well.
Only for a short time. That's why he's got one ear. If he was
and
winning,
truth be
he'd
told-
still have both ears. And Vernon would be a
Shelley
eunuch.
Shelley doesn't think that he'd break an oath. Because that seems like a big deal, so she's kind of trusting Whooperting.
I think we're totally good on that. I think we're safe as long as we're on the island.
I'm going to give you guys a glimpse into Whooperting's life, just for a quick moment. He wasn't raised by dwarfs. He had an uncle who couldn't take him in, he was just too crotchety, so instead he was adopted by a family of gnomes. Delightful, happy people who tinker around all the time. Always smiling, giggling, playing pranks. He fucking hated it. He was a dour, grim dwarf just like his bloodline, and he was in a happy toy factory of a home. If he wanted to make something, it was too heavy or too solid or not fun enough. And so he took up sailing to get the fuck away from that.
Poor bastard.
Then he got bludgeoned by an anchor.
I almost
There's
feel
no
bad.
joy in his life.
Yeah,
Poor
shit.
bloke.
His joy was doing dwarf things, of doing a job properly, of making just nice, chunky, solid productions that'll last for lifetimes. Not some
don't
little fiddly
necess-
thing that has no purpose except to make a noise and sparks.
Don't know how I feel about it being referred to as chunky, but alright.
Oh, okay.
Chunky. Well, if a dwarf makes a tool, That tool will do its work for lifetimes. It is a solid piece of engineering work. It's not some frail little thing that'll break in like 90 years. Like some sort of elf fuckery.
Alright.
That sounds like you're just jelly.
Who would be jealous of an elf? Oh god.
An Aarakocra who only lives for like 30 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Goblin who lives for about 2 years. They've got a
That's
much
not
longer
just-
lifespan, but let's face it. Adventurers have to get
Kobold
paid.
Kobold who lives 7 days.
Yes, I love how kobolds have that specific mention on their age. They could live several centuries, but no kobold ever gets that far.
When Shelley was talking to Azure about Wupperting and the little arrangement, was everybody within earshot of that, or was it just
Yeah, that was
between
just
them?
set around the breakfast table.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was around, yeah.
Everyone is aware of the non-aggression pact.
The non-aggression
That's
pact.
what we've come to.
Okay.
Yeah. Verna and Azor are basically the Warsaw states.
I'm definitely a war criminal.
Jeez.
Fucking hell.
Is that something that you want to be proud of?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't think I-
like the amount of pride I heard in your voice when you said that.
Well, as a mercenary,
just stating a
probably it
fact.
depends on who he approaches for hire. Like, I'm not going to be this noble guy who wants higher status. I will do your dirty work for the money you pay me. I mean, let's not forget who your teacher is. What was the last lesson? How to burn down a village.
Shit.
All of them. The men, the women, the tadpoles.
I am Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, Anakin.
With that knowledge, is it really a surprise that Vernon and Azure ended up the way that they did?
He didn't teach anything about character, just what you need to know. He taught you the skills, it's how you apply them. He did not vet your personality
Clearly.
until you get back.
I'm not coming. I'm not.
Once they get the chult, he's
It's
just not coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this keeps up, Azure might not
He's
make it.
basically going south of the border. That's what's happening here.
Goodbye.
Anyway, there is one concerning thing, but it's too late now to change, is that as you've been trekking across the beaches, dipping in and out of the bushes, the smoke pillar has been getting closer as well.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And just before noon, just when the sun's about to get its highest and hottest, but it's not like you've ever felt the rays of the sun at this point, because it's just fucking toasty all the time. That's when the showdown begins. You see them approaching. A grouping of Kuatoa, who look a little different, actually. Along with some exceptionally charred humanoid figures. I'm going to enlarge this token just to let you see that bit. There we go.
Oh, hey. I know that guy.
Do you?
It's my buddy from school.
What?
I thought you were going to mention like a card game or something where it got it from.
No.
And there's the head of him, this creature that is mostly made of smoke, but there is roiling heat underneath it.
Is this map to scale?
With what?
I mean, like, is it 1-for-1, like the squares, or?
Yeah. This map doesn't even have
Okay.
squares. I've just sized it like a... The boat does not exist.
Why does this path take such a stupid route?
Because this is meant to be like a nice holiday beach because people don't do proper, like, desert island shit.
Right.
So this is, you have a nice little trot along. It goes along the hillside, because if you notice there's this cliff here as well. See? So it's meant to be a nice, gentle careening path.
Well, ain't that lovely?
You have a feeling, a very clear feeling, that this is not the time for diplomacy, which is obviously the group's strength.
Diplomacy, or any time that falls under the umbrella of not time for diplomacy?
Oh, that's a good initiative right there.
It's time to hurt people because you're not nice people.
Hey, most of us aren't nice people.
Have you ever talked to a fish after you've eaten them? Every fish you
Yeah,
ate
but
had
they're
a
not
family,
people.
a very big family, because they have to breed in multiples.
Yeah,
All
but
I
they're not
did
people.
was lie. Is that so bad?
Yeah,
Yeah!
Oh,
it's not as bad
well,
as what I did, but it's pretty bad.
eh.
Is that everyone? I see First Mate Skulls and Rainy, Ginny, Vernon, Azure. Nope, I don't see Azure.
Oh, I rolled it.
It's all right.
Get on there for some reason.
And it's alright, I will add your token. There you go. Just add in your own initiative. Alrighty, top of a round with Ginny and...
Damn, I didn't really want to go first. All right.
Don't
Welcome
play
to
Dexy
having high
characters.
decks, that's what happens. Unless you're PO.
Yeah, shut up. Which one was the two ones that you highlighted for us?
That is the smoke pillar.
Okay.
The guy at the very back.
And the other one that you showed us?
Those
the
are
three,
free. There's
like,
three
right
of them.
front?
Yeah, these are humanoids that are just bursting with fire, whereas the Kuatoa look extra charred. They have big clumps of carbonized matter clinging to them.
Okay.
And more importantly, whereas the other ones you've seen have been, like, cooked and burnt, these ones look like they're still heated.
Alright. Head down here. I might as well just start picking off the little ones first. The one right here.
Your arrow sails through the air and dinks off the Kuatoa's hide. That's a miss.
Alright. I don't think I have any bonus action. Nope. Actually, no, I'll keep this spell. That's it.
First Mate Scuttles.
Alrighty. Moving there and taking the dodge action.
Alrighty. Also, gotta get... So, next up will be Azure.
So knowing that I require water for 90% of my spells,
Yeah.
do I have water on my person, or do I need to make it to the ocean?
I mean, you're in the midst of a walk, you've got nothing to carry it in.
Okay. In case I will make it to here.
We need to get you a water skin or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I will use my action to take out that piece of leather and cast Mage Armor on myself
Okay.
to hopefully not die. And then I will quicken a... Oof, they're just out of range, so never mind. Never mind.
Rainy.
Well, I have a bow, but I don't have arrows.
Oh, actually, let's... Tell you what, because you knew the smoke pillar was coming, Azure, I'll let you have cast Mage Armor on you before if you want to dash now.
Okay.
Because it would have been reasonable if you think there's going to be a confrontation here. Plus, you probably might just cast on yourself now and again because Whipperting is nearby.
Fair. I guess I will
Move
make
behind
it
the rock and
to
take the
here.
dodge action again.
Okay.
It's my turn.
It's time for the smoke. Steps forward. It's a weird thing to see as it wavers and wibbles because it starts to look... Nope, that's the wrong copy.
Oh.
There we go. So it starts to look like there's a few of them
What?
I
from
don't
the
like
heat
this.
haze.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. That
You
sucks
also-
for us, but that's a cool idea.
You also notice this Kuatoa in particular, like, they're all glowing, but this one is now fucking pure red hot.
Can you ping which one?
This one, the one
Oh,
right
okay.
near it.
He's gonna
Oh.
explode.
That's bad.
Also,
That's such a cool idea, but I hate
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It moves. It charges forward.
Fuck.
Ooh.
And now it's the
Is it
Kuatoa's
still
turn.
glowing red?
He's still
now that
glowing
it's
red,
further away?
yeah.
Okay.
2, 3. Comes right to stab at you. You can also see that the spear it has stone. Thin. It doesn't look like it was carved, but it is thin stone as it jabs at you. Normal. He does not have advantage. 12 misses, I assume.
And he'd have disadvantage anyway.
Oh yeah, because of a dodge action, so I'll do that as well. Yeah, there we go. 12 was the lowest he got. Then he attacks again. 15.
That hits.
As he drives it in for 6 piercing and 4 fire damage. You also see him twitching quite badly. Like, there's a lot of pressure building up. Some bits of him are expanding and cracking.
Hmm.
Shelly.
No good.
Right. 1, 6. I'm going to regret being this close. I know it. And I'm going to not stab.
Yep.
I'm going to threaten him with my spear.
Bo shakalaka, okay. Turn of the hominids. As this one walks, this one on the left here, walks towards this Kuatoa, now starts to glow very red on contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It also marches forward. And this one finishes its movement. This one marches. They just move up. Let's see. Did I have anything for those two? Nope. Okay. By the way, those guys look pretty much unarmed. Although it's hard to tell what they have for hands because it's just blackened mitts. Vernon.
I wonder if killing the glowing Kuatoa is what causes it to explode.
Quite possibly.
'Cause, I wish I had like a charge action and I could push him. How far can I push somebody if I do take the action to push?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Or on the floor.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to push him away. What we're saying?
Continue.
It's and that's athletics, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, first I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a rage, and then
So your bonus action rage. It does not succeed. You take 1 point of fire damage because, man, fucking hot.
yeah, it's fair.
So you're pushing him away?
Yes.
Alrighty. He's shoved.
Yeah, fuck you, fishman.
The biggest muscles came in among you two and just shoved him away like a school kid.
Yeah.
Ginny.
I'm gonna move away from that one. And I'm going to fire at this one.
Sorry, who are you pinging? This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good hit. The arrow sinks in. You see it then get shot out by the pressure.
Oh, gross. Okay.
But it looks like it did damage, and you can see the wound starting to rip a little bit more.
Is it twitching like this one was?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move back a little bit. And that's it.
Now for first mate Scuttles.
And let's see. And it has to go back another step. There we go. Gonna back up and doing that.
Also,
Hey.
joking aside, Wibberting is not on the map. He is not helping.
Well, I wouldn't expect him to after all that.
I kind of wanted him to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get some on Vernon, and then he sees what's going on. Nope, bye.
Just kick him in the
Yeah.
balls. Problem is he has to get a stone for leverage and jump up. That's a
Always
good
thought-
solid hit. Sort of.
Yeah.
So, Vernon, there's this terrifying moment when an incredibly spiky, serrated shelled crab charges between your legs. You're really worried about that one that's been
Does it
hanging a bit
tent-
lower.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
it's okay. Look.
it's moving. It's swinging in the breeze it was caused. Alrighty. Anything else for Scuttles? That's it?
No, that's all I've got.
Okay. Azure running to get wet.
Yep. Now, got some feet into the water.
Obviously, you put the water in your storage space, so slicking back your hair.
I mean, it's the only place that'll, or was the only place that would hold water. I've got something around my waist now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, you basically just crouch down to dip the jacket in and the skirt.
Yeah.
Absorb some moisture. You can wring it out as you go.
Yep. So that'll be how I do this from now on. Fuck. All right.
You've never had to think about doing this before as a caster, have you?
Not really. 60 feet of range. So this guy terrifies the fuck out of me. So I'm going to wring out a little bit of the water, form it into an ice knife, and chuck it. $15.
That is just a hit. Good damage roll. Look at that.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Is this one starting to glow also, since it's close to this one?
No.
Okay.
You notice that these guys touched the one that got set, that got warmed up. This guy just had to be near it. So, you all, as it hits, as your ice knife hits, you just see huge chunks of him burst and crumble away. You can see the innards of basically what you'd think that an oven was if it was just made of person. It is a horrible dried out husk on the inside, but there is a fire raging in, and just huge portions of the midsection and chest have fallen away to expose that pillar of flame in their core.
That's a bit upsetting.
That did a lot of damage, and it is sagging now as it tries to keep itself from just collapsing in.
Oh, good.
So yes, now you realize where the fire from the eyes and the mouth comes from. It's burning up right through the torso. It's just a source of fire inside instead of organs.
Fun.
Reenie. Oh, hang on. I forgot. He gets a dex save on that.
Yes, he does.
Never mind.
Fucking hell. All right.
Okay,
2 damage.
never mind. I put the 24 damage back.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. He's even minus
No.
2.
That's how the spell's written.
Righty. Okay, so that didn't happen, but, you know, it could have. In Azor's mind, it
could've.
did happen.
In another universe.
The
It
problem
went a
is,
lot better.
he closed his eyes and imagined as he flicked it out instead of just looking. So rainy.
Alright, well, first things first. I use my bonus action to get another attack with Scuttles. Which misses. And, yeah, I might as well use 2. And keep shrinking the window. There, and with a vicious melee slice, 7 piercing.
Trying to remember this. Wasn't this was it just a plus? Yeah, it's just a +1 dagger with air conditioning.
Yep.
It's a good solid hit, and you start to see the ruptures forming. You punctured him.
Oh, that's my turn.
And you've seen inside these guys. It was just crumbling ash. Not this one. This one, there is a fire. Smaller than what you would have seen if that guy actually took the ice damage. But there's an actual fire burning inside it. Those glassy, slightly caked on eyes, you can see the fire moving inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. The display of magic.
I don't like that.
Let's see here. Okay. The heat haze thickens.
Oh my god.
I don't like it.
And also because he ends his turn near the Kuatoa, it charges forward, even more intensely lit up.
Oh shit!
I don't like it.
I have a plan. Well, I have an idea. It's not a very good plan.
I like the panic, so who's ready to lay down and start praying? Let's see. Another attack on Rainy. That's a miss, I think.
That's a hit.
Oh, balls. 7 damage total.
Okay.
Hey, Jenny.
Oh, damn it.
Never mind.
Hey!
However, he's the one who got reignited, so he gets a second attack. That hits.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Gonna point out this one does not get his second attack that he had before. Ooh, 9 damage, a big hit.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He dashes in. You didn't expect to see him move. You see a whole lot of carbonized matter just shake off him, Azor. And then,
Does it cool off in the water?
no, he takes damage, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He went for 2 squares, so he's taken 5 damage. As his feet just sizzle around the water. 4, 5. As this one also races up. Shelly.
Oh boy. Yeah, the guy with me I don't like.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Holy shit, his camouflage is good.
That's a hit.
I mean, it's the same color as the wood and the sand, so.
Oh, I don't have a sneak, but
Yeah,
You do.
It's not a finesse weapon.
Oh, alright.
But 10 piercing, you just push through him. You see so much break around the spear tip. Just cram through. And this one, yeah, it's looking just dust and ash is billowing out from the wound. Anything else? You've got your cunning action. You could disengage to maneuver around him.
actually, I will just because. To go help.
Yeah, there we go. It's the time of the humanoid ones, who just continue their fiery march.
Huh.
This one's not actually dying, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he took 2 damage.
Okay.
Could have been 30, you know. Could have been close to that. Was not. Let's see, not that one. Oh wait, that's right. Correction. These dudes do have weapons. I forgot about this attack, because the way I've got it listed, it's ash-drenched. Yeah. They have spears that are a very particular look to them. Like, they're not the shitty ones you've got. These are fancy-looking weapons.
Wait, which ones have spears?
The humans, basically. The fire dudes.
These guys.
Yeah.
So he brings a spear in. Hey, that's on Scuttle, by the way. 11 piercing. They are very fancy-looking spears.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Vernon. He did do the attack action as a shove. So I think he still keeps his rage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus
He
I took
also
that
did
1
take
damage. I took that 1 damage from fire, so
Oh yeah, okay.
let me see. I can move behind this guy. And use Scuttles for some advantage.
I
Go
mean,
for
as a barbarian, you have advantage at all times if you want it.
Yeah, but I don't. If I don't need to take it, I mean, actually.
You're kind of
yeah,
meant to take it.
Yeah, but I only get. Is reckless on first attack or all attacks for the round?
All attacks if you declare it. You have to declare singly, like. But I mean, once you do it once, why not do it for all? Because you're marked for advantage.
True. Alright, I'm gonna reckless this turn then and go for this guy first, little fishman, so I can try to get a kill on him. Yeah, bop. Ooh,
Oh boy.
ooh.
Ooh.
So, it's no longer living, but the fire's starting to burn brighter and brighter inside it.
Okay, I'm going to step away.
There is a building hiss and whine.
Stepping away quickly.
You can see
And
parts
then
of it bulge around the impact site. Anyway, yep, your follow-up attack from
And then
Great
I also
Weapon Master.
have Great Weapon Master, because that was also a crit and a kill, so that's nice.
Do you want to go the whole way? Take your -5?
What-
Well,
Oh
you
fuck, I still have advantage.
You still got advantage because you're declaring reckless, yeah.
Yeah.
17, so you weren't declaring Great Weapon Master? That's a hit.
Yeah.
You're necrotic only on the first round? Okay.
Only on the first
Yep.
attack.
Okay. That still hits and does a good hefty chunk.
You took Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
Yes.
You took that a couple of...
I didn't
You took that level 4,
know
yeah.
that. Have you ever used
A
it?
lot. Every time I
Yeah.
get a kill, I can attack again.
Yeah.
Orc sword crit.
Oh, I mean, like the.
He hasn't
Like,
used
I-
a plus 10. He hasn't
you-
used a plus 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I just wanted to get a hit out. And
Yeah.
then I have one more movement to here.
Okay, you move away from him?
Well, what are the chances that radius is like smaller than 5 feet? Like, actually, no, never mind. He has advantage. Never mind.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay put then?
Yes, because he has advantage.
Okay then. Also, when you hit him, it is like hitting solid burnt wood. It is just dried and compressed, packed together. It is a heavy hit.
I'm used to knocking down trees in D&D.
I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna use my.
Pio and Rena know a lot about
haven't-
knocking down trees in D&D.
Yep.
I'm going to move around here. Wrong one. There.
Yep.
And I'm gonna draw my longsword, which I forgot I even had.
This one's specially finesse.
Does 18 hit?
She probably should have told Shelly about it. I mean, she could have actually used it, but you know. 12 damage, very near death.
I honestly forgot I had this.
Just funny, because it was one of the few things you had waking up. That's it for you? Okay.
That's it.
Scuttles. This Kuatoa, very loud hissing, swelling, burning.
Scuttles is going to disengage.
Well, the only attack he's going to take is from the human that's on fire.
I know.
Okay. So, okay, he's going way over there. Alright then. Azure.
Okay. So. Action to use the Levisis Tiefling once a day armor Bagathus. It's got 10/10.
Okay.
That also creates ice on me, so I can use the ice for spell casting, right?
Yep.
Cool. With that,
Yes.
90 feet away, I'm going to do the snowball swarm in the middle of this. It's only 5 foot radius, so those the 3 on the outside shouldn't get hit, but hopefully that'll do something. Idea just being drop it in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
Cool it down a little bit.
So, 5 d20s. So, let's see here.
2 fails.
3 saves.
This one, the snowballs impact. Hard. They do a lot of damage. This one vanishes. This one stays. Oh, actually, they take damage, so this one vanishes, and this one vanishes.
Cool.
We found the real one.
And then I will gladly take the attack of opportunity if it means I can get the fuck away from this dude.
Okay.
A
16.
16 will hit.
It is 5 damage, because this one hasn't been heated up, so it's just the 1 fire.
Okay, and he will take 10 cold in return from armor.
There is not much of his Kuatoa left. He is breaking apart.
Follow me if you dare, buddy boy. Alright, that is my turn.
It's a good turn. Rainy. Things are a lot less easy on this side.
That wasn't as good as a turn as it should have been. Because that was technically 2 spells.
Ah, good point. Yeah,
So it's gotta be a Ray of Frost instead of a...
I think you'd rather let the Armor of Agathis go.
Okay.
So he gets his 10. I mean, you take the hits, but it's only 5 damage, as opposed to, losing out on the snowball swarm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, Pio. Your turn now.
Well, that's fine. Gonna move back a little from the hissing, glowing Kuatoa corpse. And swing in on this injured one. Hey.
Yep, good one. This one
Nice
is
damage.
eviscerated. You just It's like whenever you put a knife through cardboard, as you just drag it through into the head, and then it drops.
And I retreat back as well.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Oh boy. Well, I mean,
As Vernon
I
stands
think
alone.
he gets advantage on it due to danger senses.
Yep.
As Vakuatoa pops. Boom! Final burst.
Oh my god.
How big is the explosion?
Whoa!
10-foot radius.
Ah, figured.
Yep.
There is just
You
exploding,
better.
sharpened Kuatoa shrapnel. You dodge,
Oof.
which means you take no damage.
Woo!
Because you guys don't have that much HP, so I'm giving you a chance to avoid this sort of thing. This guy also saves.
Shit.
There's no way he's not immune to fire, though. Right?
Oh, well, explosions is something else.
Yeah, it's also counting in the shrapnel.
Okay.
So so
Jeez.
to frame it, the
That's-
purposes for this battle is these guys would have resistance to the damage. But they can still take it. This guy
Set.
continues chasing.
Oh, wait. I just remembered. This one's also glowing.
You see
But
him.
it's not dead yet.
You see him fizzle away until he's just a darkened sheen breaking apart on the waves. It's like the moment Liquid Azure was brought into his system, it just broke him apart.
I feel good about that, at the very least.
This guy's gonna stab Shelly. Does a 15 hit Shelly?
15 is exactly correct.
You take 11 damage. Man, that
Oh,
D4
hell.
is hitting max a lot.
Yeah.
But they've only got +1 modifier. I think that's it for those Kuatoa. Ah! I deleted the one that was the token for the smoke dude. He was the turn just before them, so I'll just say he was 16. Because he was at least he was after Rainy. So I missed his turn. That's okay,
He was
though.
just before the Kuatoa, because one of his first moves was to make that first one glow.
Yep. The heat haze thickens. These guys disperse, but I'm not deleting this guy because he's the fucking initiative tracker. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
like it.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Hang on, just put him
I
right.
at least came to help.
What are your thoughts on being snowball swarm fodder?
I mean,
He has a high dex.
help.
Ginny,
That
now hang on, let me describe this here. As this thing approaches, it stalks towards you. The heat wavering around, the smoke billowing. Once it gets around you, you can't fucking see shit beyond your nose. It is a smoky, dry haze burning your eyes. And out of the darkness comes a limb. 25 hits.
Ah!
Yeah, it is.
It's 9
Oh,
bludgeoning and 12 fire. As you are just walloped and scorched.
That is indeed a smoldering
Jesus
smack.
Christ.
How you
I
feeling, bud?
have 14 health left.
Shelly, your turn.
Well, the friend that's right in front of us,
So, who's suddenly feeling in danger?
I think we all know who's
danger.
Yeah, I think we all know who's feeling in
Hmm.
danger, but he needs to go.
Yeah, he still hits you, but I am going to edit that now that I think about it. I'm going to edit that number down. Just a +5.
Which one should I do?
And
know what?
yeah, I'm going to trim
I'm
down the
gonna go with
modifier damage
this.
too.
Wait, who has the dagger? Because it's on my sheet right now.
I guess Rainy might have passed it to you. What other weapon situation here?
I think I remember Rainey passed it over because
Yeah.
Shelley didn't
Lefanfish
have
did make
anything.
Lefanfish did make a normal dagger, so there is a mundane dagger as well. But also, Rainy might have kept it because she's a close combat fighter in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll undo that then. I'll just
Can't
do this
remember.
route.
But yeah. Well, I mean, I just
Yeah,
a
that's
14.
the modifier though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
a 21 hits. Yeah. Or hang on, what would it be with? Yeah, it still hits anyway with that there. So. But no, we just.
Yeah, something's weird.
Well, you should probably be hitting with a dagger so you get your sneak attack.
Yeah, I only have crappy daggers.
That's fine, though, because you still get your sneak attack at least. Also, shouldn't she have 2d6 at this point?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
For what?
For your sneak
Sneak
attack.
attack.
Sneak attack.
sneak attack is
Why
fucking
does it
nuts.
only say that the one then?
Because you have to edit in yourself. It's not...
Yeah,
Oh, daggone it.
it doesn't automatically do it. It's roll 20. It's roll 20.
Well, let's see here. Player's Handbook. Pretty sure, but let's double check.
Yeah. It's your level divided by 2 rounded up.
Mm-hmm.
But
It becomes 2d6 at level 3.
Yeah, so you started with 2d6.
oh, okay. Oops. But I don't have the crappy daggers on my thing because apparently they were crappy.
Alright.
Oh, it's worth it.
We'll just get rid of all this and just roll a normal dagger attack with advantage, because you'll do way more damage this way.
Let me add the dagger on the.
Just grab the compendium item, yeah.
Yeah, you'll do 1d4 plus your dex plus 2d6 sneak.
There we go. Okay. Why is it not showing?
Technically hitting harder than a greatsword.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
There we go. It wasn't adding. That was a problem.
Okay. A 16 hits.
There we go.
Now shank the bastard. Now, you've still done it wrong, because that's 1, and it can't be 1.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, wait. Oh, wait, no. I see what I did. Okay. It's dumb. I blame the tablet.
Is it dumb?
The tablet is dumb.
Rude.
Just making sure. I mean, the only person who could roll 1 for sneak attack is Chicago.
Every time.
On the bright
Okay,
side,
I'll
though...
roll one more time. There we go. It's the same thing,
Yeah.
but fixed.
Okay, but it's dead anyway. And now the hissing begins.
Yeah.
And
This is fine.
And
Nope.
there's a kitty in danger here.
Nah, he's okay.
For fuck's sake! Still a pathetic sneak attack.
yeah, I know. It's the same thing. That's why I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's the same thing.
Alrighty,
But
that's your
no,
movement?
Yeah. No, I'm having trouble with the tablet with clicking on the right fields. It frequently doesn't want to.
Just enough land for him to stand there and attack you.
Duh.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna gang up on the simp.
Yeah, well, whatever. This will be fine.
Yeah, they have advantage to hit you as well.
So,
But you have resistance to everything they can do. Let's see. 1, 2. That one hit you.
yeah.
The next one is at Azure, so that's normal. That's a miss.
Missed.
Actually misses.
Haha.
They have no more Kuatoa to enhance. Vernon.
Ah. Has this guy been? This guy is the one I hit up top, right?
Yep. That one,
The other one
that
has
guy's
not
been
been
hurt
touched so
a
far.
little bit.
Okay. Well, I think the proper thing to do here is to recklessly attack this guy, and I'm gonna take the -5 for the +10 damage.
Big risk.
If I can kill him though, then I can hopefully hit the other guy.
With a
Ouch.
-5, that does not hit, man.
Here's my plan.
It's okay. I can say for sure you're definitely going to keep your rage.
I could run away, or I could stay here.
Huh.
I'm gonna run away and help Jenny. Yeah.
I question how much use you'll be in this situation, but sure.
I'm gonna run to here and yell and scream and try to distract this thing.
So you just yell and scream, huh?
I'm running away.
Maybe one of them turns around. Yeah, well,
fuck
here
you,
we
guy.
go. You know what's going to happen now. I'm going to take that as their rolls. I don't think they need advantage.
Nah.
4, 2. I'm going to remind you guys now at this point, because I'm sure you've completely forgotten. One of you, I think it was Ginny last had it, is a rosary bead full of healing spells and shit like bliss.
Well, he definitely didn't get out to me.
No. I'm just pointing
No,
that
You
out.
expect people to use things?
Yes. It's very important that you use things given, especially when it's basically a handheld cleric that restores every day.
Why didn't I have it in my inventory?
I don't know if you had it. I think you had
I
it
don't know,
last.
I think when
Most
Roll20 updated, some
certainly
stuff
isn't
got
mine.
deleted. Because I'm also missing some stuff from my inventory.
Maybe if it wasn't in the compendium, they just took it out.
Because I'm missing Blurble Spurt too.
Is
I
that where
have-
you left it?
I have all the attacks I ever made, so that's not the case.
Well, I don't have the rosary.
Nope.
Let me just check. Yeah. You might... let's see here. Short sword arrows, okay. Get rid of that. Azure sheet. Maybe he took notes. Be a
I got
really-
the Ring of Bane.
Also a
I-
good thing to use.
I have notes like in front of me, but I don't have the. I haven't taken any of like the stuff since I can cast on my own.
I think Mushy was gone whenever you guys had it.
Definitely.
Yep. So, let's frame this. I gave you guys a literal healer in hand, and you've lost it.
Does anybody else have dishonor points?
I think
No, I
Ginny
think that's
does.
just you.
Well then, Ginny, you're extra fucked now.
I'm going to disengage
Alright.
and
Did I
here-
put it in the Raxus treasures?
Shoot, how far did I go? Okay, might as well just go as far as I can.
Yeah, fucking kitty cat bucket.
There's the big balls drink.
And I am going to use Cure Wounds, because thank God I have that. Ooh, 4.
Ooh.
Could have rolled worse.
And that's it. Yeah, could have rolled a lot worse. Could have rolled a 1.
This is going swell.
Killed the good.
I believe that was the loadout, but I'll have to check the old videos for it. 2 Cure Wounds level 1, 1 Cure Wounds level 2, 1 Bless, 1 Minor Restoration.
That's right.
One of you has it.
This was a once per day?
You can use all of those and it will recharge the next day, yes.
Oh, okay.
All
It's
I
a-
know is that I did not have it.
This would be a great time to say that you have it. Instead of everyone saying, I don't have it, I don't have responsibility. And
I mean, if you guys want me to take responsibility for that particular item,
except
No.
him. He'll just
Someone else.
he'll just put it in his mouth.
I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
It's one of lesser restoration, not minor.
Okay. Doesn't matter, you know what it
Because I
means.
marked down what the prayer beads did.
Good. Did I get it right?
4 major beads that give once a day. 1 casting of Bless, 2 of 2nd level Cure Wounds, and 1 Lesser Restoration.
There we go. Finally, someone answers. Where were you 5 minutes ago?
I was checking my items.
Okay.
So the I need to change from that description is from minor to lesser restoration.
And it's
Yeah,
two
no.
cure. It's 2 cure wounds level 2.
Mhm.
So hang on, I'll just
Cure wounds
post it
level
again.
1, 2.
No, hang on.
1 bless and 1.
I'll just type it again.
There's only 4 spells. It's 2
Yes.
level 2 cure wounds.
There we go. That's what it is. That's why did it do that? Why did it eat it? It joined them together for some fucking reason.
That's so stupid.
But yeah, it starts from the 2 cure wounds level 2, 1 bless, 1 lesser restoration. Someone decide who has it for this battle. I feel it would be quite important. For example,
There you go.
if Ginny wants to do it, I will let him roll the extra d8 because we could have said he used one of the cure wounds level 2. Maybe Rady wants to have it because she's very injured along with Scuttles. Or Shelly, because she can chip in being extra mobile. Don't give it to Azur, he's out in the fucking ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
Not Vern.
I wouldn't mind having it because it would make sense for me to have it. But the question
Would
is,
it?
would anybody let
Would
me
it?
have it?
Would it make
Yeah,
sense
you
for you
can
to have healing spells?
Yeah, it's
Well,
another
yeah,
person capable of healing.
It's
Go ahead.
up there. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Then I'll have it then.
There we go then.
Jeez.
Yeah, the thing that will help keep you guys alive, and no one fucking had it for a bit until Pio looked for your notes. Anyway, First Mate Scuttles is up. Sort of.
Yeah.
Hang on. So, let's see. Shelly stat? Okay, it has not been the Kuatoa's turn yet for it to explode.
Going to move here. And dodge action again.
Gotcha. He's getting shifty.
Well, I mean, I try to hide him in the sand, but I don't think that works.
I'll let you burrow. Give me athletics.
All right,
He's a crab.
He's a crab.
Crabs can burrow real damn well.
no, he can't.
Well, as we discussed earlier, he's only.
It is a completely sun-drenched beach, and he finds the one fucking rock under the surface. Any other place he could have dug, just smooth pebble sand. I think
It
this
also
is
gets super hot down there, so I don't know if you would want to be down there.
Whooperting is on the scene
Oh.
because I
Why
think you guys
Whooperting?
need it.
That is the last thing I need.
Azur, don't worry, Scuttles is
Okay.
dodging.
I have to make a decision now that he's moved. Fuck.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can illustrate what your decision would be. If you just 1, 2, 3, ta-da!
What happened? What changed?
There's more
Or
ocean.
ocean.
Oh. Well, yes, that, but also I have to decide whether I deal with this guy in front of me or greater good. I'm thinking greater good. So I'm going to do another snowball swarm centered here. So it should hit all 5.
Yes.
That'll be my action.
+1. He doesn't save against it.
Big damage.
Yeah. Pretty damn big damage.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to attempt to shock and grasp this guy.
Okay.
16.
16 is a
lightning.
hit. And that is damage too.
Do I take damage from touching him?
Just the one. But in your case, you're
Okay.
a tiefling, so no.
Okay, cool.
Fire resistant, remember?
So, yes. So shock and grasp.
No reaction.
No reaction. So then I'm going to plop myself deeper into the ocean and hope that he shall not follow.
Throw some snowballs and say, "Good luck, guys!" Splash, splash, splash.
I mean, I come on. I'm trying.
All right, first things first, with my free item interaction, I hand the dagger to Shelly. So she has a better magic dagger instead. All right.
I love you.
Oh, fuck.
Let us not forget how dramatic that looks, too, as they hand off the dagger and the hair just... Woof.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
We'll get to that later. You can find out where it is safe to touch her on the head, or you get claws.
Drag it on my sheet.
It is the toughest part of dating a tabaxi.
I then activate my ring and cast on this guy Bane.
Alrighty.
DC 12. Charisma.
Doesn't succeed.
Hey.
Alright then.
You might be surprised, but yes, something that is just a pile of smoke and flaming corpse, not very charismatic.
Huh.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys. I can get banishment eventually.
And that's my turn.
It's a good effective turn. Any movement you want to do?
Get behind Wilberting. He's not as useful.
Jeez. He's only useful as a cover.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Doo-ba-doo. We know how this goes, don't we? And if you noticed, it's not the center one sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he does get the move before the explosion. 1, 2, 3. Hello, ladies. Doo-ba-doo.
No.
This one is a Shelly. It's a miss, however, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Downside is this one's at Rainy
That's a hit.
Ooh.
for 13
Ooh.
damage. I think you're just barely standing.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Whooperting sees that and is off the scene.
Looks like bitch bye.
Hey, wait, hold on a second.
No, you're right.
Roll me a 1d4.
A 1d4? Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Does a
That is
14 miss? Still hits? Yeah, okay.
14 still hits.
Very close, though. Very close.
Mhm.
Also, this one vanishes because the explosion happens.
Picoo.
There are no more Kuatoa left in the field. Shelly.
I forget. These guys don't explode, right?
We don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
damn.
haven't killed any of them yet.
We only know the
Alright.
Kuto.
I imagine
What?
that's likely.
Is there any modifiers for the rosary ones?
Yeah, I suppose it'll have to be. We'll say +2.
+2. All right. Let me try to. Oops.
Just
Well,
because DC
yeah, let's
12,
just-
yeah, that's all fine.
Yeah. We'll just. There we go.
So you heal Rainy for 14, but you also stab her for 4.
Thank you.
You just lean back into the swirling smoke. I giveth and I take away, kitty cat.
After with the
I
rosary.
would like to point out that was also a 1.
Yeah, it's just but another's a free. That's half on the dice. That's fine.
Ah.
Yeah.
But you've still gotten a
Okay,
1 each
so I
time
do
you've
that.
snuck your attack.
Yeah.
So you have 14 health. Very nice. And you two are just in a horrible swirling mist of fire and smoke. You don't know where that slap came from. You at least know it didn't come from Rainy. That's one thing. It wasn't soft enough.
I move here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Because of the nebulous way he moves and attacks, you only provoke attack of opportunity if you go out, of the radius.
Yeah.
Flame Boy's turn.
I'll do it too, buddy.
Still screaming.
Well, he's going to do what he can. He's going to chuck this shit at you. Tag normal.
Fuck.
It's a spear. It's meant for throwing. 19!
Yeah. Ow.
6 damage.
Okay.
On the bright side, you see the Yikawa just start to sink down.
Disarmed?
Yeah, he doesn't have another spear.
Ah, fucking loser.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I literally forgot Vernon was down there.
Yeah, I blend in too.
So, Vernon was reckless,
I would never be reckless.
but it misses
Ouch.
anyway. Then normal against
Son of a
Shelly. Wow, consistency. That is it for these guys. I suppose. No, he uses action. Anyway. Vernon.
This is the new guy. That's the other guy, right up there?
Yeah.
The guy who was hit? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna double down on this whole reckless great weapon master -5 fucking shindig. I'm gonna
Go full. Go on. It's an extra 10.
Yeah, this guy's I'm gonna murder this guy. For sure. Oh no. I wouldn't hit anyway, I don't think.
So, Ginny, what are you up to? Do
I'm gonna.
you want to move around, Vernon?
Oh, get right here.
Oh, wait a minute. He didn't deal damage, he didn't take damage.
I can still shit myself again if you want.
Unless someone runs up and hits him, he's gonna lose his rage.
Somebody should do that.
Oh, Jesus, I'm not gonna wait.
Somebody should do that.
Pretend, are you there?
Go,
Hi, buddy.
This is your chance.
Let's see if he can hit me.
He's advantaged because he's motivated.
He's really been waiting for this.
He's literally your pocket rage.
Does a 15 hit?
I can choose to get hit, right?
You can, yeah.
Ah, yeah, 15 is like, yeah.
Okay. There you go. Walk that off.
Okay, so
I don't know
Or-
that was worth it.
No, we're not doing this fucking calculation. That was a joke. Ginny. You did not get whooper smited.
damn.
I'm gonna shoot at this one to give Azure a path to get over here and help.
That's hilarious if you think he's coming towards you.
I'm going to trust
To be
that
fair,
he has the good of everything.
this one does not have a spear on him.
Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't. So it
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hmm.
I got rid of his spear for you.
Screw it. I'm still gonna get him just to make sure Azure has a path.
Oh, shit.
Well, that was worthwhile.
Yeah, that hits. And you would do a dwarf proud with that damage.
And also any thief who rolls 1 is a sneak attack.
I mean,
Look,
they are 2d4s. The chance of that is much higher.
Yeah, he's alive, but singular digit.
Okay.
Good job, though. You really whacked him.
Yep, I will. I'm gonna move back over here.
And yeah, with that hit, you get to see the horribleness of this is just inside is all fire. It's a roaring column of fire going through the limbs and the head. Scuttles, you managed to look enough like a crab, but they didn't just smack you.
Alright. Here. And let's see if this is a fake or not.
That one, sadly, was a fake, but is gone now.
It's fine. Because he can still...
Move, yeah.
There we go.
Alrighty, Azure.
So I'm going to move 20 to the foam. From here, he's 60 feet out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to Ray of Frost. And 10 straight back.
Ah, we forgot about something, Pio. Your concentration check for Bane.
It's from a magic item. Does that matter?
No, actually I did specify. Yeah, correction. I specified one. No concentration there. It's usually potions that don't have concentration. Magic items still do usually.
Ah,
But considering how limited you guys are magically, I mean, you've got a fucking sorcerer. It's not a real wizard or anything.
Fuck off.
Rainy.
alright. First is a bonus action to see if we can clear out yet another doppelganger.
It's a miss. You don't know if it's fake or not. So what are you gonna do on your turn? Hello? Did I get disconnected?
No,
No, I can still hear you.
Okay.
Oh, it's just to have 2 targets. So I'm gonna go for this one.
Alrighty.
Using my free action to draw the cutlass I have.
That's a hit, and it tears apart under your slash.
Alright.
'Twas but an illusion.
And that's my turn.
Okay. You could reposition if you want. Alrighty. The heat haze builds again. How do you feel about this guy's gimmick?
he needs to stop farting so much. Jeez.
Whoever prey is leaving.
Ah.
There are attacks of opportunity to be made here.
Alright. Attack of opportunity and miss. Attack of opportunity.
A hit.
Hit.
And the fun part is, I'm not going to show you which token you hit. But you did hit the real one. Shelley, this is the opposite of your natural environment, really.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it saw that restorative touch. It sensed divine magics. So it's going to give you an infernal whooping.
Oh, ow. Ooh, ow.
17.
Oh, fuck.
But bright side, it's your turn.
Yeah, about that. Oh, and then I lost the page. Oops. I'm an idiot. Sorry, the tablet does not like some of this. So then what I obviously want, which one do I want to hit? This guy needs to go away. So, attack, or if I should try to heal myself. No matter what I do is wrong. So I think that guy is going to be...
Alright, you're picking that one for the real deal?
Yeah. I hope it was.
It's a hit.
Oh man.
Can I point out something?
Every time, I know.
Ones.
And you guessed correctly. Carving through the swirling darkness and managing to lay a blow. Obviously, that red dot is just until the next set form.
Yeah.
But at least you know which one you've stabbed.
I would probably shout out, somebody stab this one, and I'm pointing quite a lot.
Trying to yell out to him is a bad idea as you start to choke on the smoke surrounding you. It is hot. Your lungs are starting to heat up immensely. You still get your message out, but you feel fucking horrible for it.
We see
I
that
forgot.
she's pointing at it.
Can
with all
I
the-
disengage?
Yes, as
So-
a
Yeah.
bonus.
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm getting the heck over here.
sure.
And
That's a
at that
direction.
point, then I shout and I point.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hit that fucker so hard.
Hey, Jenny. Just normal, not advantage.
Poke.
Damn it. Okay.
0. Hell yeah.
That what the fuck? That should say 1. Okay, cut it off. So it's 6 damage total. And then we have the 2 that still are armed. Let's see. It'll be a toss-up, this one. Okay. Rainy's the one who's taking it. But he might miss. He does.
Yep.
Vernon.
Yes.
Still an advantage, right?
Believe so.
Yeah.
Technically, if you want to,
Hey, good news. You're keeping your rage.
Well, yeah. Well, there you go.
So, you know,
How you looking there, buddy?
silver lining.
Oh, I'm not looking that bad, actually, all things considered.
Yeah, he just took 6 damage, that's all. Vernon.
Well, fuck this guy. I'm gonna go hit the bad guy. I'll take an attack of opportunity if I must.
13 misses. You have not declared to be reckless yet, so he doesn't have advantage.
Yes. But now that I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and go reckless. I'm not gonna take the -5.
That's a clear hit. And with all that damage, it disperses. There is just the thinnest, like, fragment of a millimeter of charred skin that just clatters down and breaks apart into fragments. Just little, like, rectangular chunks. Like the
Is
way
the
wood...
Blood on him clay now.
Is the what, sorry, on him?
Did the mud on Vernon cake?
Oh, yeah.
It's like going into a kiln.
He's been like that since he's been hanging around these two guys.
Feel much better after killing that guy.
Oh, yeah. Any further movement?
I'm gonna
Do
stay
you
here.
have any?
I have 5 more,
Um,
so.
Maybe here, because you've got your bonus attack.
Oh
maybe?
shit, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I killed that guy.
Yeah.
Forgot I killed him. Forgot
Yeah.
I killed him. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you actually killed something.
You
that
It
was
killed-
actually was an
rare.
advantage.
You killed the biggest threat
How
and
beat up
completely
is
forgot
that
about
one?
it too.
Holy shit!
That one is nearly gone. But as you strike it, you also notice something. The fire Very quiet now. Much lower.
Mm.
There is
Now
no
I can
raging
roast
pillar out of
marshmallows.
these guys. The eyes are now just hollow holes, as is the mouth. Barely backlit.
I'm. Wait,
Hang
is
on,
it
I'll
my turn
rephrase
yet?
that actually. Rainey, Shelley, and Ginny notice this. Vernon's just swinging his anchor.
Woo!
Alright, Ginny.
I'm just gonna swing my longsword at this one.
You put him down.
Jeez.
What?
And I will move over here.
The gang's
And
all
that's it.
here.
Rude.
The important members of the gang are here.
Hey,
Yes, they are.
Here.
that's even more rude.
All the most important members of the team are right here. All of them.
Oh man, he put
Plus
I'll
one.
just go drown myself, I guess.
You can't even.
It's a 15 hit.
ketchup.
A 15 hits. I would have brought on the fanfish, but I don't have a lizard folk token on this page. For
Does
10
10 finish the
slashing.
job?
10 does finish the job.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Any movement? Any boats?
Yeah, I will get myself.
Not you, the
So,
crab. I'm talking about the important members of the party here. Back in the water.
Back in the water.
You're not allowed out of the pool yet. You have to enjoy yourself, damn it. You got a chance to be as destructive as possible with those low-level spells.
What's-
Now you can come out of the water.
Okay. So move there. And
Oh
since
god, what
he's
is that?
within
Coming out of the
60,
water. Holy shit.
I will ray of frost to attempt to
Nice.
knock down the boy.
It's insulting, it is. That good a hit roll, and that's the damage that results.
I mean, it
Well,
is
I
no
mean,
modifier.
Yeah, it's no modifier, and we're still below level 5, so I'm not getting 2
Yep.
dice on it yet. Next level would do
It's a hit.
significantly better.
He is slowed down. Rainy. If you wanted, you could yank an arrow or two out of Ginny.
Would that be alright? Ginny?
Well, hand it over.
I'll take one.
See, cats do establish hierarchies of dominance. We're seeing here who's the
Yeah.
alpha and who's the beta.
Let's see. Fudge.
You look
Yes.
at it that way. I look at it as Rainy understands how to ask for consent.
Okay, short range is 80. And I think I'm within... Hey, is that number right? No, that number's... Yeah, just like I thought. Okay. Dex. There we go. Ew.
Solid hit. For 10. A shearing hit. There is now just so little fire blazing in him. It's like whenever you punctured the Kuatoa from earlier.
Alright, and I think that's all my movement. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Now it's the smoked movement. As he rises up yet again. Now it's Shelley.
It'd be.
It's big balls time. Charge on in. Stab him.
Murder.
You get a whole D4
Not-
in your modifier.
Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Not while I'm like that. And then I'm going to.
Can he make it that far with the slowdown? Oh, he's dash.
You know, he would have actually dashed, yeah.
Unfortunate.
The only time, as I think this is going to be a theme here, when she rolls her good sneak attacks, it's going to be on healing rolls.
Yep.
Shit. Ah, that one was really good.
Oh, yeah.
This is literally handing them the pills while also pushing the knife down from behind.
It's the Assassin's Creed wrist knife.
Yep.
As she uses her hands to touch and heal, it's also stabbing you.
While
like
applying a
it's like
bandage, it's with a box cutter. Vernon.
I'm too lazy to turn it off manually every time that I press the button. Although I'm surprised it mods onto that.
Using a clothespin to pin the bandages on, but it's stabbing into major arteries every time.
It's like using a blowtorch to cauterize a wound.
Thumbtacks.
Ooh. All right, Vernon.
Vernon, it's your fucking turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. Hold on.
Good. Do it. Come on. With feeling. You fuck
Wow.
it up. He's still alive.
Shit.
Way to go, Vernon.
Shut
Come
the
on,
fucking.
man.
Way to go, Vern. Ginny, finish the job that this manling couldn't.
Oh.
If you just
Oh.
Send a pussy in to do a manlet's job.
I should have taken.
There we go.
yeah, thank God. Someone competent.
What,
I
did
hit
Ginny
the
just
guy
sit
at
out?
least.
It was his turn.
Oh, he rolled an 11.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind then. It took someone truly truly shellfish to do the job for the team. We are now out of initiative.
That
Maybe
was-
time
that
to
was- that
discuss
was a
some
fun
things.
fight.
Out of everything that you slaughtered there's only 3 things remaining, although one of them is sinking quickly. The Yikawas, which are fancy long-handled spears that do a D10 of damage when held in one hand.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I will go back out to where I was. I had a weapon chunked at my chest, and I will swim down to see if I can't find it.
You're just lucky it hit your stick end first. So, any chatter about what just occurred? There's
That was
quite
a fun fight.
there's quite a few crackling patches of glassed sand.
And be like to himself, like kind of pouting. That was bullshit.
Well, at least we can take down the smokestacks.
That was tough though.
Mm-hmm. Now, where did it come from?
What if this is the same one we saw earlier? Must be.
I would imagine it'd be hard for another one to sneak up on us, considering they're pretty obvious
Noticeable.
with their movements. Yeah.
Is the Yikawa a strength weapon?
It is, yes. It's still a normal spear, but it does 1d10 damage. It's a fancy weapon exclusive to Tomb of Annihilation.
Neat. Still seems odd that this place is so close to wherever the fire things are. I think it would be a little more adapted to it.
Corvus, this way is west, right?
Yeah.
Are there more smokestacks in that direction?
There is a big one at the stone cliff.
Is
You
that
ever
where
see
we
any-
found the king?
No, that is further on. That was the destination you were intending on before you found the king.
Okay.
Do we really need to call him king?
Yes.
No,
I mean-
no, you don't call him king. You call him the king. For fuck's sake, show some respect. He's royalty.
Exactly.
We can make up a name if you would like to when we are discussing him without him being here.
The king.
Is everything all right there, Whooperting?
It's fine. This is like the 8th flap he's been on.
Yeah, I noticed. I was assuming you were just doing something.
For humor reasons.
Yes.
Humor? What?
Okay.
What's humor?
Right.
So is this path real?
No.
Okay.
There were very little
Pretends
signs of
like it is.
habitation. Apart from, like, the crumbling down stone ruins that are established buildings, there's really no sign of any recent or temporary.
So in that case, we might need to. Well, we know now that we can kill these things, albeit with some difficulty. And if they have too many smaller minions with them, it'll be tough. But at least some sort of a peace of mind.
We also found this really cool rosary that was healing.
You've had that since the first session on the island, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right. So how much further is it to where we found Mr. the King?
Another day.
I'm calling him the king to Mr. the King. I'm not sure this is any better.
Sir Mr. the King. Esquire.
Lord,
The 4th Esquire. Damn it.
Lord Sir Mr. King Esquire the Fourth.
The greatest friend you'll ever have.
Incorporated.
I mean, technically, in a way, he's he's Mr. Wittermerk.
I
Hey,
don't
I'll-
think that has count.
Or she's Selena King.
Selena King sounds like a pop star.
Yeah.
We could always just call him Elvis.
Look, he's the king, not the king of rock and roll.
I'm
You mean the king?
trying. Anyway. Okay. So, does this change any of our plans? Or are we still going through with making it to that next rock?
I mean, a few of you will probably be walking slower for a bit.
Right.
I think we continue forward, but we need to be careful.
We kind of expected this at some point anyway.
Yeah.
With what bullshit do you make that statement?
Making a quick glance around, can any of us see where the next closest one is? Like, is there any danger of it being on top of us within 2 days or so?
From what you've got of basically forward and back, there's none behind you. You came that way.
Mm-hmm.
And ahead of you, you just see a big smokestack at the rocky outcropping with the standing stones. But I mean, that is distant. Most of it's obscured by just the rise and fall of the land itself. You know, horizon gets in the way and shit. It's a weird thing to work out that kind of long distance.
So do you think that's one big one or multiple small ones?
Oh, it might not be the same thing. It might be like where they get their power. Maybe they like take the smoke from there. That's where we're going there to find out, right?
Are you implying that might be a spawner?
I don't know what the hell that means outside of the context of D&D. You know,
It's what you probably called your sister. So
Wow.
many damn kids.
Fucked.
Wow.
I can just picture that Vernon was growing up in a home just filled with horrible, illegitimate sprogs.
I don't think you grew up in a home.
Well, you know, for the first week or two.
Yeah.
Then
Fond
new children
memories.
Then the new children arrived who were precious and should be protected, And then the old one that they've gotten used to is just pushed aside.
Well, that depressing new addition to Vernon's backstory aside, is there anything else we need to...
I mean, that might be what happened. You could always ask him about his deep personal history. I'm sure he's got one.
Yeah.
I'm
Full
alright.
of shit. Probably time for a rest, though. And more importantly,
Right.
we've got 20 minutes in the session left. Probably shouldn't start anything too big.
Nah.
Yep.
That's fine.
However,
Fine.
I'm going to start something on a cliffhanger, at least.
Okay.
The following days, hard travel. Now that you are a little bit wary of what's ahead, now that you feel that there's an actual threat instead of just some crispy fishmen, what you witness, though, is tall standing stones. Big... Well, actually, no, come to think of it. Yes, I can instead add in the previous bit. The ruins. Because they were on the way there. Do you enter? It is a crumbling, smothered building, filled with foliage.
Maybe we should rest first.
Well, no, this is like a couple of days after you guys are fully
Yeah.
restored by this point. Like, you've walked past where you met the king, for example.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
then yes.
yeah.
Shelley would say we need to go in.
We could explore on the outside first to
Can
see
you
if there's
tell-
anything on.
What kind of building it was? Like architecture or
You could
purpose?
ask your stone expert.
I will let someone else ask our stone expert.
I'll ask him if you guys want.
No.
Shelley would ask
Oh.
Whooperting if he
Thank
knows
you.
anything about this.
Not really. Like, you can tell
He's
it's
not the
dwarven
brightest.
to make, and it's really, really old. Although, one thing he does bring up is... This ain't like the stone that's just on the feet that we've seen on, like, the cliff bits, and also might have come from further in, or...
So like the other buildings we've seen,
Don't really
not
know.
from here, but here.
Well, he wasn't there, he doesn't know.
Hmm.
Might have been a bunkhouse or something. Like, can't really tell on the outside. It's, you know, big building.
How big is the building?
It's looks like sort of like a townhouse, but so much of it has just been infested with jungle, like surrounding it. So it kind of looks like it's just wearing like a foliage cloak.
Okay.
But you do look up and you can see like there is the bigger ceiling part, or bigger like third or fourth floor part that you manage to see from the penis. So, you know,
Oh.
dimensions on
Does-
the bottom floor. Sort of simple. Looks like it could be 1 or 2 rooms.
How about we go in and find out what's up with this?
Sounds good to me. Do we plan on being quiet about it?
I'm always quiet.
I mean, this party, it's not a comedy option. You guys can, in fact, roll stealth with a small chance of success. I wonder who our worst party for stealth is. Probably Norfriend.
And I would recommend that either someone stay out here with our friend, or we have him stay out here alone and have a signal of some sort.
Screaming would be a good signal.
So you're going into a dwarven ruin without the dwarf.
I think the
mean,
dwarf should come along.
My idea is that we leave
Yeah.
him outside.
It's perfectly reasonable to
until
scope it out, yes.
Until we make sure that it's clear where he's not walking into an ambush or a fight. He should definitely come in and see the place once we've made sure it's safe. It's just a matter of safety.
Wait, are we rolling stuff?
Nah.
We are.
Fucking wake up.
Oh shit!
Fuck your stealth.
Disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Anyway. So, how are you going about this? Are you just gonna walk on in while being sneaky peeky?
Well, what if we like crawl in?
The entrance is pretty damn choked. Like, it is your main access.
Does it look like there's another way in, or is it just that door?
It looks a bit like, what's the right word for it? Like think like the Mayan pyramids kind of thing. Chichen Itza
Okay.
and all that there sort of thing. Of just,
Okay.
it's like a, what the fuck do you call it?
Aztec architecture.
No, just the, like, you know, the force, like the six-sided cube with unequal sides. I'm trying to remember what the term for that is. Because it's not rhombus, that's a 2D version. Cuboid, I'll just go with that there.
Isn't that
It's usually,
also
I know it's
thing?
more of a rectangle, I know.
Let's see.
Trying to remember.
Geometry's hard.
It's not all that hard. It's just I haven't used this term for many years.
Hexahedron.
Hexahedron, there we go. So you all know what that means. Good. But yeah, it's like a little scoping about using slinky cat-like movement. You're going in that way. There aren't even windows on this bit. But there is a glimpse further in that there is some hint of light.
Does it look like it's light from the outside, or is there like a source?
It is not the color of sunlight.
Fire?
Does it flicker?
No, it does not flicker.
So solid light.
It is a very sort of... It's a very pale yellow with a hint of blue. Like a pastel blue, you know, nothing gaudy like an ultramarine blue or anything like that. It's just
Mm.
Of course
delicate.
not. Yeah. Yeah. Who's going in first?
Well, I'm short like a dwarf, so maybe I should go.
I forgot
I'll
you were
go.
short.
I'm
I'll go.
short like a dwarf.
I'm pretty sure he's like 5'8", so we just take the piss out of his token.
Yeah, I'll go.
It is an interesting experience because it is like snaking your way through all this. You're worried that you might get a skelf or a splinter for you guys. Especially one where you might not be able to reach it easily to squeeze the wood out. But you do make it through, and like the inner tunnel part, despite how like it's a boxy building, the inner tunnel entrance bit goes on for a bit longer than you think, like a good 10 feet. Like you're going to be coming out halfway inside the building. As you get to the cusp of it, when it starts to be a little less overgrown, a little more room, there is the sight of rubble. There is an openness in the air, although you can see great branches and trunks just going crisscross all over the place, hanging ivy and whatnot. Possibly a nest. And as you bring your sight down back to the side, you can see one still preserved mural and the remnants of what were the upper floors. And looking past the tunnel entrance you came through, you can see, again, one of those carven, like, cone dwarfs. But this one's a little different, because you can see the full detail of the chest armor. I'm letting the gears work to see if they work out why that would be weird.
I would like to point out I didn't hear a word of that.
Did the rest of you?
It cut off. It cut off right when you said that I found a mural.
Right, did the rest of you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who paid attention?
There's the mural, what we think is probably was the upper floor, as well as another one of those fucking dwarf statues. But this one has different chest plate, right?
Alright, while Shelley was sneaking in carefully, Vernon just fucking crawled his way under and got there first, and he got to see all this shit.
But so the chest plate is weird.
The fact you can see it is weird. There's no beard on the dwarf.
Ah,
Oh.
Okay.
So what about the mural? What's that look like?
The mural, you see a large number of dwarves, bearded ones, at the leftmost part. Then further on, you see a group of very sort of like tough-looking dwarves. Like there's like it's still that some sort of like triangle pyramid elf sort of look, well, gnome sort of look, but these ones are drawn broader, and they're at the feet of this great horned, strange-looking creature, very tall, hammer in hand, and an anvil on its shoulder. Next, you see a volcano. You see dwarves climbing the volcano. Then you see the volcano again with dwarves coming down it, beardless. But they are also carrying a great palanquin and a huge round object. It looks like they carved a few facets onto it. The next step, I hope you're all writing this down, by the way. I hear the sound of pencils being lifted and keyboards being tapped.
I'm pretty lean back, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just listening.
Uh-huh. The next step is they are at the feet again of the great horned creature. The anvil's on the floor. And there's an open forge where the faceted gem is sitting in. The rest of it is broken, crumbled. But there is an inscription in it, unlike the previous one you saw. There is lettering below it.
Okay, so order was a bunch of dwarves, stocky dwarves,
With gigantic horned creature, yes, with who was carrying
Big
an
guy.
anvil and a hammer.
right,
Then volcano.
went up to a volcano, came back down without beards, and carrying a what did you say?
A
Gem.
huge round object with facets carved into it.
Okay,
It's
so
assumed
just
like a big
round
gem.
object.
Yeah.
Okay, so bring down a giant gem, and then they put the gem on the anvil.
Not on the anvil. Beside the anvil.
Okay, okay.
Does
I
the
call out.
breastplate have anything on it, like a design that would distinguish it as something else, or part of a?
What was the first bit of a question? What looks distinct?
Does the chest plate on the statue, does it have any marks on it that would distinguish it as, I don't know, of significance?
Yes, actually. But I will need a bit of an investigation check because it's quite worn away.
Investigation, where is it?
I lean out and call that it's safe and that Wilperting might want to come on in.
For fun, we'll say someone is helping you.
Yeah.
So roll again. Just because I want to see that low number again. Come on.
Get a 1. Oh shit.
There you go.
As you have to feel along it because you really cannot make out the impression. Like you're just feeling for the faintest bumps. Lucky you got your spongy pads. It feels like in both cases it's like a sweeping axe handle crossed over the chest, but one of them feels like there's more, like one sort of smoothish, and the other there's lots of little segments to it. And the blade itself feels like it's more serrated, like deeply serrated. While the other feels like a smooth axe handle. Or axe blade, correction. But it is very worn away. Like, this is all just from tactile sense. There's barely anything to see.
Yeah, we're gonna need Wilperting's dwarven info.
Stock!
What?
Stock!
I look outside.
I mean, you passed him as you were walking outside. He's like a third of a way in, trapped between a couple of trunks.
Oh,
Uh,
can I
I'll help him
do
out.
something that, yeah.
Give me an athletics.
I'll help. Give you advantage.
Don't you fucking touch me!
Never mind.
You see the feet kick back at you. A 10's enough to get him unstuck and just pull him along. He gets caught up a few more times, and there are some colossal swearing matches as his beard gets stuck on a few bits and pieces. But then finally he's among it. You can see his eyes widen a little bit. A scab fall off his ripped off fucking ear, because that happened to him. His left eye still wanders a little bit. Well, old, this is... There's not a big dwarf bit in Saltmarsh, but this is... This is old. So, as he walks over to the mural, a bit unsure of himself. This is even hard to read. You see him grab at the bottom of his beard, twist it a few times, and then use it, flicking like a brush onto the letters to bring them out more distinctly. Forever honor for the beardless, for they fueled the forge. That's a big nasty thing they're doing that for, though.
What was it again? Forever honor to the beardless, for they fuel the forge.
Forever honor for the beardless, full stop, for they fueled the forge.
So safe to assume the volcano is going to have a bunch of dwarven stuff around.
I mean, this whole island has a bunch of dwarven stuff around.
The only thing it's lacking in is actual dwarves.
The people that were on fire, they weren't dwarven sized or...
No. They were tall, proud humanoids.
Interesting. Is this... I have theories, but I don't know that Azure knows shit. Does it look like there's more to the inscription and that's also been broken off, or does that look like it's definitively the end of the...
It looks like it was more just a frame that was sort of busted away.
Okay. So does it look like there's a...
Probably a bit more detail on the forge. Maybe one more section missing. But the inscription itself is complete.
Okay, cool.
Problem is, it's on the left side. So it's on like the first third. There is no sign in the middle of any kind of inscription space that had fallen away.
Okay.
Does the horned creature ring a bell to anybody? Do we recognize it?
It looks vaguely like, y'all probably look at Azure for a moment to think,
Rude.
It's a bit tall. It's a bit tall for him. But it's got more of a sort of elongated face to it. While it's very large, it seems to stand proud. Long tail to it, like you can see there's some tiefling devil involvement, possibly. But it doesn't trigger as, oh, this must just be, maybe it's Asmodeus himself. Like, it's just, everything's simplified and simply recognizable, but in this case, it's just, this could be any big horned nasty.
It's more information than we had, but still not a lot.
It's more information, but I think it's more questions.
You've got pieces to a puzzle you don't even know of a picture of. If only you kept the top of the lid. But we're also at free hours, so while you mull this over, I think this is what we're going to call tonight's session. Now, provided you still have a country next week, are we all able to attend?
Should.
Yeah,
That's still a week until inauguration day after that.
I mean,
Oh,
I can
boy.
also make that same thing. I might not have a country either. Might be entirely COVID.
True. But you guys shut down again at least.
You guys took it seriously in the first place, at least.
No, we did not. The first thing they pushed
No.
was, we can do herd immunity. If we get
Yeah, it
enough
was
people
for-
infected,
Ooh.
no one will get infected.
Oh god.
I didn't realize y'all did that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
until like midsummer when the first lockdown kicked in, and it was still. And then they had that brilliant thing of, what we're going to do is we're going to relax it for a week or so, just to let the pubs open for a test.
Fuck.
Yeah, what did they think was gonna
sounds
happen?
like Texas.
So no, Britain did not handle it correctly. New Zealand,
The
I think
Asian
Taiwan.
countries handled
Yeah,
it well.
Taiwan, South Korea, they handled it mostly correctly. Although I think South Korea had like a preacher
Taiwan
who was
is having
spraying
music
water.
festivals again.
Yeah, Oceania did really well.
Yeah.
New Zealand's killing it.
My friend has been in Taiwan since March. She lives in Denver, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not coming back until it's all
Oh
over."
shit. Must be nice though to be able to do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I hate you right now.
But yeah, for English speakers, New Zealand fucking nailed it. Good job on them.
Yeah, New Zealand nailed it.
Because while you can say, well, they're a small isolated country that always fucks me over in Plague Inc., it's more of a simple fact of,
Australia did
they just
well.
lock down. That's the thing. You just cut it out completely, and it helps.
Well, and people in our country are using their methods as like a fear mongering tactic because they had quote unquote concentration camps of people who got sick, but those quote unquote camps are fucking hotels.
Mm.
Like they're not hurting their people. They're just, hey, take this hotel room.
You've got to be
quarantine
isolated
yourself.
so you don't spread disease. This is a very
Yeah.
basic concept, but even the fucking plague carriers in London and shit and the bubonic plague, they understood the idea of keep people who are infected away.
I still think it's odd that the U.S. doesn't require mandatory tests when you arrive,
Eh,
like from international.
I'm just pissed
that's
that I'm
the
going to be
least worry.
redoing my passport soon, and I'm not going to be able to use half the fucking lifespan of it.
yeah.
It's valid for 10 years. I don't see a travel ban being lifted within 2.
Like, I know at LAX, they're like, if you want, we have a COVID testing facility right outside, but nobody goes.
And quite importantly, this was a D&D stream.
Yes.
I'm also going to announce to you guys, you know what? You get level 5. Because you're going to need it.
Yay!
You are seriously going to need it.
Ah, fuck.
How do you do again?
Well, in Pan's case, he gets what he rolled.
What?
No. It's half plus your mod. That's the
Yeah.
least you can get.
Oh.
Because if you make it average plus mod, Jesus Christ, guys. Pio,
This is
Rena,
awful.
roll a few times on something else.
I guess I'll take my 54 health away.
That's fine, because if I still get half, I'm
Maybe I need to make you guys level 6.
But just the health.
This is the
Hey.
same thing that happened with Axis Party. I wasn't able to hit them really hard until we got to level 8.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change some stuff on this.
Oh boy. Well, now I can attack twice.
Yeah, you get a lot of fun abilities. You got your extra health, barely. But yeah, it is half plus your
Technically,
modifier.
I guess you can
Yeah.
attack 3 times.
Yeah, if I'm lucky. Plus, I can now
Yeah, if
move
you're
really
lucky.
fucking fast. I can bounce around.
He's at his until like level 11 or something out there. So it takes a while before you get your next attack. But yeah.
Yeah, I might actually take a multi-class.
But yeah, as I've seen, if you do average or what you roll, people just take average.
Because you roll 4, seems like every
Yeah.
time for me.
And if you just, I mean, if you take half as the minimum, at least you're getting something, because there is nothing you can do, really, to get away from the fact that you need number.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be too fragile.
Yeah, and one dice roll, like having such a massive effect on the game, is kind of...
Yeah. Because I want to hit you fuckers hard, and I need you to have health so I can do that. Multiple times. Anyway,
You can hit me hard once with something that has fire.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if you were among the smoky guy.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. But yeah, now to click the button that says the stream ends. We'll be back next week, hopefully.